least for the time being.
And here we are. Hello, my boys. How are you?
Hi,
Hi.
I'm good.
You're good?
Hey, how's it going?
Hi. How's it going? How are
This
you?
is like the second official day of running everything on my new computer now, and so far so good.
Heck yeah.
Stream went well. There were a couple things I gotta fix, but it went okay. This computer's very big and very green.
I can't seem to find it.
Awesome. Green's your color, isn't it?
Oh yeah, I guess so. I didn't think about that. I just thought about how it was my favorite color.
Favorite color? Oh, whoa.
Oh, don't do that. That's cringe.
Somebody was asking me, or somebody had said earlier in the chat. Who was it? Hangry Pickle asked if I was eating eggs and rice. It is actually spicy tuna, spicy salmon, Korean beef, cucumber, hijiki seaweed, and sushi rice.
So
with some hot mayo on the top, or spicy mayo on the top.
I'm playing black and white at the moment on stream because somebody donated me an amount to play it. 100 seeds. I'm at the 50 seed point. Just found a really nice Kingdra.
I thought when you had a Swampert before, and then you were like, I'm gonna pivot. I'm like, oh, he's pivoting. That's weird.
So, guess who N is?
Who is N?
Their trainer class name is God.
Oh.
And their trainer class is Daddy Blue.
Yes! I was about to say, I was gonna say Daddy Blue, but yes!
Chiron's another person that I know in like real life. And then Bianca, I don't think is anybody that I know that well. I have to look at their name again. I'm not sure.
I'm glad that Daddy Blue is gonna fuck you up.
Yeah, I knew you were gonna be happy about that.
Oh, I'm so happy. For those of you who don't know, Tristan does these things on his streams where you can go in and you can basically make trainer classes as well as other things for things in his Kaizo runs. And the one time I ever did anything, I made the trainer class Daddy Blue. It was great. I'm so happy. It's my favorite thing in the world.
Yeah, every now and again, you're like the odd gym leader or character of like mild importance, and sometimes you're just a random trainer. But
sometimes
this time,
I'm in.
This time,
sometimes I'm Poke Jesus. Nom nom nom. I hope you go pretty far in this run.
I hope so, man. I've got Stab, Draco, Meteor, Kingdra.
Oh, jeez.
It's my final nuke button.
So how does N work in this game? Does he still have Pokemon that are found around the area, or is it just random?
It's just random.
Aw, dang.
The only rivals that keep like their Pokemon that they chose from the beginning are Chiron and Bianca. Chiron's got a Ferd and Bianca's got a Nidoqueen. It's pretty funny.
I was just hoping because N always had like Pokemon from around the routes around him. So it's just like I was hoping that the random Pokemon from the random routes would go into his team.
Unfortunately not.
That's fine. People who made the hack are just cowards, I guess.
I suppose.
I'm playing.
He's not playing.
I'm not. But yeah, whenever I was telling you, whenever I was talking to you about it, that was like one of the big things. Is like I was super interested in like any sort of 5th gen type of style of it. How have you been dealing with the change in special split and stuff like that?
Physical special was something that was split in Heart Gold, Soul Silver, so I've already been kind of adjusted to that.
Didn't they do it in Diamond and Pearl?
Yeah. I just meant that like as
you've
far
been
as
doing
Gen
it
4
since.
games go.
Oh, okay, yeah.
So I'm pretty okay with that. What is sometimes difficult is switching between Gen 3 and Gen 4 or 5 like just like between streams or like between days. Sometimes my brain needs a second to fucking catch up on that, but it's all right.
Oh yeah, dude.
This run might go far. We need heals. That's the big thing right now.
I always find it nostalgic going back to like, hey, remember when Pokemon were pixelated and now they're just like, like on a full handheld console and they're high def. Like,
remember when Pokemon were pixelated and now they're keys?
If there are 3 generations people probably go back to and replay the most, it's Gen 3, 4, and 5.
Most likely.
Black and White and Black and White 2 are fun. I think Gen 3 and 4 might get played a bit more than them, but those are the 3 that people remember the most.
I love that the mechanic...
Gen 2 and Gen 1 obviously have a ton of nostalgia on them, but like when you consider Gold and Silver and then you consider Heart Gold and Soul Silver, like there's no comparison. You always want to play the remake.
I love that the mechanic everybody loves, the Mega Evolution.
Quality of life.
Came from a generation nobody wants to replay.
I played through X and Y once. I've never tried to replay it, but I have done some shiny hunting. Radar hunting's very fun.
Yeah, I mean, it's just quality of life kind of things that just make things better. It's like, yeah, you can keep like certain things the same, but just like, having certain things, just, I don't know. It's nice. Yeah. I like the experience share all the time.
But yeah, welcome to Avatar. This is a game about Avatar. Maybe you heard of it.
Never heard of it.
And if you guys missed last week, we have a Squeaky back. So that's pretty cool.
Hi.
Hello.
She came back from the dead, but also didn't die, but also her boyfriend, husband, furry, also did not die.
It's more of a scaly, right? But I guess that's
Spoiler
a type
alert.
of furry. We'll worry about that during the
Are lizards classified as a furry? Like if you dress up as a lizard,
there's a subset of furry that are called scalies, that are all about like dragons and lizards and stuff.
If that's a subset, does that mean it still falls under the furry class?
Yes, I would think so.
Because it's technically animals?
Yes.
Quickly Googled it. Blue is correct. It's a subset.
You're more brave than I. I would have not Googled it.
Dragonkin are also a name for it. Yes, Emerald.
Oh, the other kins, yeah.
I did psychology class.
No, I know about.
I still remember when Rob Dyke did a video on Otherkin. Like there's Otherkin and then there's the extreme Otherkin, and I don't think I can ever relate or really understand.
Are you talking about the ones that were on the documentary? I think I know which one you're talking about.
That's a pretty deep dive into like not wanting to be a human. And that's fair. Humanity kind of sucks.
That's true.
But like you still gotta survive somehow.
No, you don't.
You're not shitting in the woods yet. You will be when you're homeless, but like right now.
Well, my dudes, a lot of things happened last game. We're going to switch back over to the actual room thing, not only so that I can finish my food, but also so that we can talk about the things that happened last time. Does anybody want to volunteer to talk about what happened last time, or should I roll?
Roll.
All right, here we go then. We can now roll a d6 regularly, and we can determine different things. So I'm going to grab this d6 that's over here with Jen, and with Melee being 1 and Rue being 6, we're going to roll. Who's going to tell us about the game? That is going to be Rue.
Fuck me.
Tell me about what you were there for, and then we'll have someone else mention the other stuff because you had to leave early.
Yeah, sure. So we started off in that cave, yeah. You know the good old cave, the cave where people saw themselves from another timeline. So we began leaving, but turned out the cave was unstable, considering something weird was going on with the fungal spirit, and also, the treasure was on a fault line. Let's just say it was on a fault line for ease. So we began our great escape. Ichibei got fake carded, and what that means is, something bad happened. He played a fake card. Something good happened. Then something bad. Then something good. We don't know yet, but like he can be a shadow now, so that's cool. He can travel in shadows. Neat. So he traveled in shadows to figure out how to escape from here. He was able to get Rue out first. Then he went back for everyone, and then he was like, "Man, I can't do this again." And so he began to escape with everyone. And so Ichibei and Akira were able to escape first. They got some good rolls. However, Jin and Luca were lagging behind, and Jin kept on tripping. Luca was like, "No, I'm not leaving him behind."
He's
because
just lacking a bit of balance, you know?
Yeah. Lacking a bit of balance. His fake arm that's like sometimes there but not there isn't that balance, isn't that helpful for balancing, you see. So the two of them attempted to escape. Some trips happened, and then eventually they were able to make it out. And then we all regrouped, and then we attempted to figure out what to do next. And so we believe the best course of action was first to drop off Ruri, the thief girl, in that Watertown village, because we can't just leave her and we can't just take her to the mountain. Like, she'll get caught up in all of our stuff, and like we don't have that much room on the bison. Like, stay here. Learn it. Learn some new things. Have a new life. Don't go to prison again because we broke you out. Don't steal. Well, don't steal and get caught. And we got some equipment. And then we continued on our way to the mountain because we're like, we're going to give the Carol the treasure. And then someone else can take over.
Squeaky, do you want to talk about what happened whenever we went over toward the mountain?
I didn't study for the test, so I have an exempt note from my doctor saying I can't.
Wasn't it you?
I said what I said.
That's Japanese for I will do it.
Go ahead, Tristan.
The guy that made his computer while listening to it in the background.
Maybe either Tristan or Anthony should
No.
to prove that they paid attention.
I fucking got it. I fucking got this. We open up to a scene where young Mei Li is traveling down a path on the mountain. This path opens up to an abandoned area. Bits and pieces are scattered about. She finds herself a pot and decides that she wants to make food. But first, she wants to meet her best friends around the pot. Snowman Ichibei, Snowman Jin, Snowman Rue, Snowman Luca, Snowman Akira. I think there was a sixth one, but I'm not sure. It was probably Yuki. And whatever the hell we called the first lemur. But the lemur was there too. And the lemur said, "Oh, that's some good hot pot you made there. Mind if I take a bite?" And she said, "You can have some of, was it a mushroom?" I'm going to say it was a mushroom.
It was a snow yam.
So it was a snow. It was yams. Yeah, that's yamtastic. Thank you. Voice in my head. And the lemurs were like, "I think if we worship this fucking angel, we will continue to get snow yams." So they rallied up the lemur legion, the Lemjin, as they're known in Japan. And started praising the sun so they could get more snow yams. And the sun is actually the wind, and the wind is actually Mei Li. That's an airbending joke. None of you get that because you're not airbenders, but I am. I just haven't told you yet. Time passes, and her big daddy boyfriend husband comes down from the sky and over to the place, and all the lemurs start freaking the fuck out. But she doesn't because she knows who he is, and they have a little chat. They're like, resign your life to where you are until you die. And if you want to cure yourself, meet me at the summit and exert yourself to a point where you have truly shown that you are working hard each day pray at like the base of the summit of the summit peak, but not the peak, somewhere around that general area. And she said, oh, okay. She might not have even said anything. He might have just flown off, but all the lemurs are still freaking out. It was pretty funny. In fact, if I could show like how they're freaking out, it would be like, no, I can't even do it. My keys are all screwed up. I probably have to throw them like really hard. I'm actually going to do that. I'm going to throw these lemurs. There we go. That's pretty funny. That's what happened. And she was like, okay, I'm going to do it. I'm going to prove him wrong. I am going to bait all these fucking Neanderthal lemur idiots, my new friends, to getting me up the mountain. We're gonna get up that mountain. We're gonna work hard. We're gonna work those hammies for those yammies. And by day 3, she hears noises, and she's like, "Oh shit, something's happening up on the mountain." And she gets on the bison that came back. The bison came back, by the way. I can't remember which one. It probably wasn't M bison, so it doesn't really matter. And all the lemurs freaked out at the bison as well, but we told them all to get on the bison, and then they went up the mountain. And at the top of the mountain was the dragon who was dying. And she was like, "Why are you dying, dragon?" And he was like, "Because I am. I have no followers. I am injured. My life sucks." but I can save you if you take out my heart and put it in your heart and get a duo heart. And she was like, "I'm not going to do that." And he was like, "You should, so that you don't die." And she was like, "Nah, we're both going to die." And he was like, "Okay, I guess I'll fucking die then." And he puts his head down to rest. They're waiting for an item that he said would never get there, because he thinks that we're just stupid. We like twiddle our thumbs and actually don't do anything. And that's fair. Some of us do that. Mostly me. But still, lo and behold, up the mountain we come. The fucking famous 5 all fall over at the same time because they didn't roll the way I was hoping they would. And we throw the egg at Mei Li, and Mei Li catches the egg. That was the item, by the way. And she uses the egg to transform the Crow into Squad Division 10th Captain Hitsugaya from Bleach. And now he's alive. And now she's alive. And now we are here. I was making a computer while listening to that.
You definitely were, my dude.
He's like, yeah, he definitely was.
But no, you are completely correct. There was a couple of things in the beginning of that were important, but at the same time, Mei Li, the gist of it was Mei Li was told to survive for 3 days. If they were to want to survive, they had to survive on their own for 3 days, which they totally did all by themselves. Don't look at the lemurs. Yeah, you guys made your way up the mountain. Mei Li had saw that just before and ran off to get the thing from you to bring it up to the Karao. Now the Karao is in a humanoid looking body, and Mei Li currently seems to have like a bit of some frostiness to them. There's a bit of frostiness on their cheeks and a bit of frostiness in their hair for a little bit. But the rest of you had made your way up, had gone over to Mei Li, had talked a little bit with Mei Li and the Karao whenever things are going down. We're gonna come right back into this situation where you guys see in front of you Mei Li in their fully adult form, in their Water Tribe outfit, representing Water Tribe. Yeah, at this point, guys, you guys are all back together again. Yeah.
The band back together.
Oh, that's not correct. That's not the one I wanted. I wanted the Frostlands. There we go. We're good. But yeah, everybody, you are here. You are surrounded by fucking lemurs. Doing lemur activities such as poking around at whatever bags you guys have on your waists and checking out to see if any of you guys have yams.
Get out of there.
I hug Maylee.
I take a bite out of the lemur.
I mean,
I gotta
You might
show
have
it.
to-
I gotta show it who's boss.
you might have to do something else, Tristan.
What's that?
You have to roll the fucktometer.
I do have to roll the thing. I was busy rolling all the lemurs that I forgot to roll the die. That's fair. That is fair. You know, that is understandable. Understandably so that I should be doing this first. That's a 9. This is 45%. It's not bad. It
Yeah.
looks like a 6 because I'm looking at it on the other way.
But
And,
thanks to the
and
little
this
line on the
game's
bottom,
bullshit, but you know.
Thanks to the little line on the bottom, you can tell
Lines are for lines.
That's true. I agree.
My bits are getting better.
Do you take a bite out of the lemur?
No, I don't.
I think Jin also likes Bailey.
I also go to hug Melee.
Aw.
I guess
Get over here.
okay, I guess this is the part where I've got to explain what's going on.
Rue and Akira, you guys note that Jin and Ichibe and Luca run up to hug Melee. What was that?
No, I didn't say anything.
Oh, okay. You guys note that that those three go over and go to hug Melee in front of new person in front of you. Akira, whenever you are looking forward, because you haven't used it today, because this is technically a new day from the last time you were doing things. I'm going to assume that whenever everything was acting crazy earlier, that you had turned on your eyes to see what was going on. When you're looking over toward this new person, you actually do still see almost like a bit smaller, but still like a visage of a dragon over in front of you, behind the person that's standing here. You can still kind of see the energy that is coming off of this person with your special dragon eyes.
Oh, okay. So he's turned. Okay, so this dude's like he's just the Corral human.
Yes.
Okay. Neato burrito.
And Rue, you are currently again the most surrounded by lemurs who are just looking to you and poking and prodding at you.
I got nothing. Literally nothing. You can keep poking.
You're not gonna get anything. I promise.
I guess this is the part where I explain what's happened in the past 5 days. And why he looks like this. Just happened. I'm just as confused. Hi,
I'm happy that
everybody.
we're all. I'm happy we're all in the same boat again.
Have you met my procession?
I have, and it's an adorable procession.
I'm
Oh,
not going to ask if we can keep them all because I already know the answer is yes.
No, we're not taking
Yes.
them into. We're not. No.
Yes, we are.
Are you under their? Are you their commander and leader and queen? I don't think
Do you
so,
think you
Rue.
can fit all of these on a
It's
bison?
the resident.
I already
druid.
fucking did, Rue.
You fit one on a bison
Okay.
earlier. You did not fit all of them on a bison.
They can, and besides, and if they can't, they can fly.
They just
Yeah.
fly behind the
Okay, let
bison.
me rephrase it. Do you want to put all of these cute things into the walls of Bossing Say?
I think they'd be pretty popular.
Oh no, exactly. They would. People would try to
They
steal them, and you'd have to
would
keep an
kill
eye on them, though.
People
They
would.
can leave whenever they want to, but we're keeping this one.
Hang on.
To be fair, without me up here on the mountain, there won't be much of anything around that can get them their food.
And
Yeah,
you
they
all-
need us.
What are they?
As the resident
Arno?
druid, I will have them. I will have them all come towards me. Un momento, chat.
You fucking drew it, huh?
There we go.
Okay, that's how you're gonna do it.
Yeah.
Everyone,
Yeah.
I have Meteor Munch. Come to me.
Fucking drop the box on the floor.
I have. That is 1 of 9.
Oh god.
I will say that 1 Meteor Munch is definitely enough for like maybe a snack for all of these, but it is not going to feed them. They will surround you because you are the one actively showing food. However,
Yeah, I am the resident druid. I have to be.
Finally, some good fucking food.
I'm somehow I'm not shocked that in 5 days you found an army
I
of
don't mean
monkeys
to make
follow
this
you
about
around.
me. I just love animals.
You guys would never believe. You guys would never believe me, but they carried me up a mountain once.
No, I do. No, I do believe that. You look like you're light enough for them.
Yeah, I kind of believe it.
Actually, you would do so. You would get these things to do something.
You don't
like
weigh that much.
Weren't you supposed to come up here on your own 2 feet, Melee?
The deal was that I come up here. You didn't explain how. You did not say I could not be lifted by lemur.
I don't think anyone's ready for that.
Maybe you should consider setting more clear conditions before you deal with me.
You just need your lemur clauses in your contracts.
He folds his arm just like the image.
Lemur clause.
Make me take claws.
Look, I'm just happy that you aren't dead. I don't know how to feel about all that, though. He just motions the corral. Not sure what to do with all of this, but hey, you're safe, so that's good enough.
I mean, I told you guys I was getting married.
Oh, okay.
Like,
That was
you thought I was joking from the very start. No, I meant every single word.
Yes.
Suppose you did.
Huh.
Not gonna lie, I thought you were joking. I thought this was one of your
Congratulations.
meleeisms.
I mean, I wasn't expecting this part, this, but you know what? I'm not complaining.
I was gonna say.
What?
Jin, while still hugging Melee, looks to corral. I'm not calling you son.
Oh my god.
Oh, Daddy!
Hug.
He admits that he's my dad.
Oh my god.
Dang. Pat.
Oh, it means I have to show you to Baba. She's gonna flip. She's gonna be like, you found someone who could tolerate you for more than 5 minutes and said they'd take you?
I'm starting
She's
to
gonna
wonder
be
if
so
that's
happy
true.
for me.
I'm not gonna lie. I have a special muscle in my ears that allows me to tune out anyone I want. So I can just close my ears without plugging my ears, and it looks
It's called
like
the
I'm listening.
Discord mute button.
She was
Yeah.
You said something about being true?
What'd you say, Melee?
Oh no, I wasn't gonna say anything important.
Oh, okay. Nothing. Either way, I didn't expect you all to actually go and procure this from the underground. You must have
Yeah,
had
broke it though.
you must have had quite the experience to gain this.
Oh yeah, we met Jin.
What? Like
Points-
another guy named Jin?
Just points to Jin,
I'm-
like him.
I met Jin too. And then where's Jinsu? He's in here somewhere.
To say we wouldn't accomplish our tasks means you thought so
I found him,
lowly
he's
of
right
our
there.
comrade.
I met Jinsu.
Shit.
Thought lowly of a comrade. No. It was just an impossible task. The object that you gave to me was taken from me long ago, and was buried far beneath the ground where I could not take, into the domain of another. When, in ancient times, we dragons roam, we would share immortality as well as other beings out there. If you've heard the tale of the mighty phoenix, that would be close to how we used to activate, close to how we used to work at the very least. When we would die, we would find ourselves reborn amongst ourselves. But it had been long since most of our brethren, the great dragons, were defeated, sent back into the spirit realms. I am the last remaining one, and I have not had my egg for quite a long time. Not to mention, it was damaged. I'm guessing by something powerful. This is the only form that I'm able to take.
Something powerful. Here's all flashbacks to the pickaxe sticking out of it.
I mean, at least I didn't bring it back scrambled.
It was a trek, and it was a complicated endeavor to get there. You would have been back sooner, but it was a labyrinth down there.
Because of my lack of that object, I had instead taken to worship to lengthen my life.
Oh.
Unfortunately, those who were below in the village were not worthy of my worship. Were not worthy of worshiping me. They were different than many, but the same in most. They wanted my power more than I needed their worship. In the end, it caused them to collapse. I might have aided it slightly. Either way, once I became weakened by those in the walled city, they sought it a time to attack me in the dead of night. Once that had happened, I massacred the rest of them. If they wanted to take me out at my weakest, then they did not deserve to be within my light. A small amount of time later, all of you came to my mountain. If it were not for the fact that you returned my scales to me, as well as the fact that I was siphoning some energy from Mei Li, I would have died long ago.
This one's got a lot of life in her, so. You're welcome, by the way.
Mm-hmm.
You see him look to you as you say that. He thinks to himself for a second whether or not he wants to respond to it. However, you do see him look at you. He then lowers his head slightly in the tiniest fucking bow you've ever seen in your entire life. Thank you.
I'll take it.
You can go a little lower, I know you can.
In the end, that is the story upon the mountain. The egg, the treasure you retrieved, should not have even existed in this world any longer, yet you brought it back. I suppose I must have underestimated you.
Look, Luca, he's already ignoring everything I say like a true husband.
You just see his eyes flick over toward Mei Li. He then closes them.
Young love. At any rate, I'm glad your thing didn't break, I guess. Seeing as how this all worked out.
I mean, I bonked it over him a couple times.
Ah, good. I would have done the same.
Oh, well, I wasn't sure how to make it work. He was just like, get me my treasure. And I was like, okay, cool, here it is. Bonk, bonk, bonk.
I tried
Ah,
warning.
yes, because I also didn't know that. That's why
I tried
Yes.
warning your friend. But now, as he opens his eyes looking back to Mei Li, the two of us are connected. There is nothing that is truer in this world. If anything were to happen to me, then I'm sure that you would return back to your cursed state.
And then I'll die.
And if anything happened to you, I'm sure that I would finally die.
Mm-hmm.
So quite
Yeah,
literally,
marriage is intense.
so quite literally, till death do us part.
Yeah.
Jeez. Baba is going to be impressed.
Yeah, he's gonna be like, wow, how'd you rope this one in? And it's gonna be a long story.
She's gonna be like, "You got cursed with what?"
I know.
I do not know to what extent I have retained anything, but it does look as if, he looks over to Mei Li, it does look as if you have retained some power from myself. I believe
I like to
that
hope so.
cursed energy that was inside of you, the one from the spirit of the Night Mother, has been pushed away. In return, you have gained the power that I would have dominion over. The cold winds of my current atmosphere here. It should allow you, like me, to completely stave off the cold, as well as to create a, well, area around you that would stave off heat as well. There is other benefits, such as performing feats of sheer cold, perhaps even freezing over water itself, but it is not to an extent of what your waterbenders can do. It is mostly a side effect of the chills. That being said,
What I'm hearing is that I'd be amazing in the desert.
How useful. Are you gonna? Can you sprout wings and fly like a dragon, or you still gotta use the glider?
I like my glider though. I feel like if I could do something like that, that would ruin so much of my ensemble.
I don't think that
can't
you've
do that,
taken.
can I?
I don't think that you've taken any physical traits from me now.
No, I can't.
You are still far too small in demeanor to be taking any aspects of a dragon.
Mirror.
Says the one stuck in that form now.
You see, as you say that, and kind of like like a haha kind of way. He does like kind of look to his hand, like off to the palm and then the back of it. You're right. I don't know exactly what I can do to aid you. If there's anything I can do to keep you alive, I think that it is already done. I believe that if you ever wished to, you could return to that cursed form you had, just without the powers that it had given you. That being said, I much prefer you in this form.
I much prefer me in this form too. Holds up her boobs.
So does the rest of the government.
The way you said moves made me think that you just went for
Booba.
Booba. No.
Yeah, I don't think people complain about losing their youth. I don't think they want it back that badly.
I mean, if I ever must, but I don't want to.
If I was 20 years younger, it'd make things a lot easier, actually.
I don't think that's how Nose Curse would work on you, but you're welcome to try. Just give it a nice little love rub.
I get my arm back. Ooh.
I mean, Jinsu has 2 arms.
You can't actually expect me to believe you named this thing Jinsu.
Jinsu.
It looks nothing like me.
Yeah, you're right. It has 2 arms.
I'm gonna throw that fucking mirror at her.
Just yeet a lemur.
Yeah.
Lemur.
Just pick it up and yeet.
If all of you do not mind, I would like to see what exactly the limitations of this body would be. I want to see if there is a way for me to reattune myself to this place, or even take back what little I've put into it. If there is such a way, then I might be able to aid you in some other ways. I don't entirely know. You are fully at will to take anything from the village below that you might need. There's nothing left here that will be of use to anyone once we leave, I'm sure. Once this is no longer my domain, the snows and the winds will take everything in this place and bring it down to complete ruin, as opposed to what it already is, I guess. There is a watchtower off around this place that they had placed armaments on top of to stop me from going near. I'm not entirely sure what would be inside of it, but if there is anything of use, it might be there. There is also one other place I'm going to make my way to, which was the ancestral place of an old spirit that used to live here. I'm going to bring myself there and attempt to bargain with it for whatever energies that I have given it in my life before. Once I'm done with that, however, we can do whatever it is you wish to do. I cannot be too far away from Mei Li, so it does seem as if you are stuck with me, no matter what you feel about me.
Great. Well, sounds like in-laws to me. But all right.
You're stuck with me, Daddy. I'm like,
I tolerate it from one person and only one person.
I mean, to be fair, well, actually, no. Do we still have our? How many? When I chose to stay here, how many people? Like, where's Yuki?
Ah, the rest of them. They're I think they're all.
oh shit, Yuki was supposed to be here.
Yuki's
Oh yeah, they're here. They're
she's
back.
right
They're
here.
back here. Hold on. They were behind
Yeah, where did
Bison. I
Yuki go?
couldn't. Currently, you would look back, Melee, as you would see that that Lan is here. He is currently watching someone off away from where you are, but you're not entirely sure exactly who it is. However, you do note that running up to you, there appears to be a Yuki holding on to a very cold-looking frog.
There's anything that'd be faster in the snow.
As they are holding on to a very cold-looking frog, it looks as if they had spent all of their time searching through the bison's hair to find Kometu to bring him over to you.
Yuki.
I imagine you just fucking shoulder tackles me.
You see, you see Yuki go to you, holds out the frog, and as soon as you take it, wraps arms around you forcefully.
I miss you too, Yuki.
Crushing the frog.
If I died, I'd only hope that you would wait for me in the spirit world.
Nods.
Jaws.
Fucking oof.
You see, as the two of you hug, and as you see Yuki kind of rubbing her cheek into yours, there is just a very slow walk, and then an arm put between the two of you.
What?
He then takes the frog. What is this?
What do you mean? What is this? That's Kometu.
That's good. Yep. It's our squirrel frog.
He kind of like lifts it up by a little bit of skin off its back and just stares at it.
That's your pet now.
Congratulations.
Kometu.
He's cold.
Cold Metu.
No,
Oh.
Kometu. Kometu. Yeah. Put him in your shirt.
I don't.
Warm in there.
Is it? I thought he was a nice dragon.
I mean,
I will keep it safe until I commune with the spirit. You see him start walking away.
I think he likes them.
Well, look at that. He's showing human emotion already.
there you go.
At first, you guys would be like, was he trying to separate Yuki and Melee? No, he just grabbed the frog. Okay.
Yeah, no, there was no doubt in my mind what he was
I
doing.
have never seen a green thing.
What is green?
What the fuck
What
is
is
this
blue?
thing? Why is it so...
What is white and blue?
This is the smallest thing I've ever seen.
Looks at the lemur.
No, the lemur is pretty sizable.
Yeah.
It's like a cat. It's like cat size. That's a frog. That's like a hamster.
Like, what the
I think officially, I think everyone has like some animal-like thing except for Jin and Ichibei. I'm pretty sure she doesn't have a pet.
That's why you have Jinsu and where's Flingle? Anybody who doesn't have an animal can get a lemur.
My pets.
You get a consolation lemur. Hold on.
I got a pet a long time ago. I fucking made Brightwing.
Yeah, you have Brightwing.
Oh, where is Bright? There he is.
And now
He's also
Brightwing,
on my
and
main
now
one.
Brightwing likes, and now Brightwing likes Rumor.
Are you saying you don't?
That's
want
okay. I was gone for a year. That was kind of my fault.
I should have
saying
taken
you don't
better
want
care of him.
I'm saying that I would always let Flingle live the life Flingle deserves to live. Which
What
means
if
away from me, drop kicked off the side of this cliff.
Yeah, let's get
He wants
Brightwing
to-
over here. Let's get Brightwing
What if
over
he
here
wants
behind
to
Rue.
live with you?
There we go.
I'm gonna have to tell my weird fucking demon girlfriend that we now have a pet lemur.
We now have a son. His name is Flingo.
We're gonna give him the
Why
Oni
not
mask. The lemur, the Oni
Wouldn't
mask.
it be, it'd be really weird if while
hijinks
Ichibe's
ensue.
not paying attention, Flingle takes the no mask and puts it on.
And it just has
And then No just
a
takes
no
over
face
Flin-
lemur.
Just takes over Flingle.
It's like the son of the mask. The dog gets the mask.
Oh my god.
Oh boy.
So
You
it's the
guys,
lemur.
you guys note as you guys are over here watching the lemurs and seeing the Karao leave. You guys do note that once the Karao gets off toward like the area and he's just seemingly walking in a straight line, you see him jump up onto a stone and then look as if he jumps again. You expect for a moment he's going to take flight or something. He then lands on the other side and stands and looks down at his feet as if he didn't expect to land himself, and then keep walking.
It's like watching a toddler. It's great.
So there's that tower and there's that shrine and whatever we can find in here, right?
Yep. Whatever we can scavenge, I guess. Though there is a lot to catch up on, though.
Mm-hmm.
Especially with, I think both of us have a lot to talk about, huh?
I was on mute.
Well, what's up? What's up, Squeaky?
It was just like a lot to catch up on. It's only been 5 days.
Have you forgotten the life we live? I wish I could.
Do you guys want to give Meili
I
a
wish I
brief
could.
synopsis of what has happened? What has happened since Meili has left? By the way, this is
Shit
not
got
a
real.
blah. This is not a blog because I'm pretty sure Squeaky doesn't know everything, so you'll have to actually say it.
Where to start?
Everybody sit in a circle and grab a lemur.
I'd rather not, as the fucking Jinsu is probably
Meili.
crawling on his cape.
Meili, as they say they're going to let you do that for you. They're gonna like tell you what happened. You more suggest like, hey guys, while we're doing that, I do have this campsite we can go to.
Yeah, just ignore the little snowmen. They're not meant to look like anybody in particular.
You take them down just below to the campsite because you know that this area, first off, it has some things potentially that people can try to grab, but also the fact that it is still very cold for other people, if not for you.
Yeah.
Like even though you're not really feeling the after effects of being cold, it is still cold. It's still like, I don't like it.
Yeah.
Or you could like it. Who knows? But you do bring them down to the site while they go to explain things. Go ahead and explain things, guys.
Is that snowman missing an arm?
Yeah.
In 5 days.
Okay, look, okay, you get, when you're all alone and your only compatriots are lemurs that don't speak, and your betrothed leaves you on the bottom of the mountain and tells you to climb up for the next 3 days, but then come back down, and you're slowly dying from a poison that's like excruciating pain and draining your bending, and you're in the body of a 12-year-old, 10-year-old. It does a bit to your head.
You weren't like talking to yourself, were you?
No, I was talking to them.
The lemurs?
They have the lemurs.
And the snowman. Okay.
I found a
And
way
they
to cope.
all have names.
I find a way to cope.
I heard that in
Oh, that doesn't
situations
mean
like
I'm-
this, finding ways to cope is very important. Good job. Says
Wait,
the
did
bird.
we talk? Wait, did we talk about? Wait, did we talk about the murder mansion?
That's what you
Not
guys
yet,
are about
we're
to do.
The murder
Oh no, Akira.
mansion.
Oh no, Akira is saying that.
The
Oh, yeah.
murder mansion.
So we went the wrong way.
And then murdered a mansion.
It
Murdered
wasn't-
a mansion full of people.
No, it
It was
wasn't.
a mansion of black rings.
Who are all selling people into to the Daily or other rings into servitude. They took over and murdered a lot of a town, killed the leader, imprisoned most of them, sold off others. As black rings tend to do.
I wonder if we should almost commune with. I wonder if we should hold off on this reunion and try and explain everything in the spirit world. For both you and for Nuan's sake.
Oh, but the spirit world sucks.
It does.
You know
but
that
it's a
Nuan
what
is not
Nuan
going to be
is.
talking to you guys for.
Oh, it's gonna be like several days. No, never mind. You're right. Fuck it. We're talking about it right now. I was like, tonight, next week, fuck it, no.
This reroll does suck though. So look, we got to this town. Found was it Slim? I think it was Slim. Anthony actually can't remember which one it was. I think it was Slim.
Whoever was left behind.
Yeah,
One
I
of
think it was fun.
Slim. We also found Harley, the Camelephant. I'm sure you remember her and her armor. It was so nice of them to keep them around. We had to save a town from the rings. We snuck into their mansion, which was their base of their hub of operations. Found the old landlady from the Fire Nation. She was a Black Ring. I'm very upset about that, to be honest with you, but there was more pressing matters.
We have information about what the Black Rings are trying to do and why it revolves around the previous avatar.
Mm-hmm.
Will you also... Are you sitting down, Melee, or are you standing up?
I mean, she's sitting. She's just sitting with
Yeah,
Alina.
you guys are all around the fire currently.
Yeah, Jin is very close to the fire and wrapped around in that fuzzy fucking coat of his.
You'll also probably want to take a breath after this, but the previous avatar is still alive.
But like, wait, like
Yeah, I'm not.
Yeah, isn't that crazy?
like alive? Wait, wasn't the whole point of the Black Ring that he's dead?
We've actually encountered the previous avatar in the past month.
You remember that man that saved me when I was being poisoned?
And Squeaky, for you, I will grab the person and bring them over.
The weird old man that asked about all the bison and played with the baby bison a lot?
Yeah, him.
Yes.
This guy.
There's no way that was the previous avatar. He looks nothing like him.
They made a new body to sustain him.
Fuck,
Nope.
that explains it.
You know what
They
the
planned
funniest?
on
You know what the
taking our
funniest
bodies
fucking
to make
thing?
him a new body.
You know what the funniest fucking thing, Squeaky, that I told them, but I don't think I've told you yet?
What?
Whenever all of you first met him, any of you that had actually seen the previous avatar before, I had you roll, and every fucking one of you got like below a 5.
Yeah, we all.
Yeah. Yeah. Because why would we ever expect and anticipate a dead man?
So like whenever you say he looks nothing like him, you like picture the previous avatar in your head because you recently had that vision, and then you picture this person, and while they aren't 1-to-1, you do immediately in your brain at least start seeing similarities. You don't have to say anything out loud, but you do see some similarities between the two.
Hardly.
Right. He was right there the whole time. Ah! He just puts his head in his fucking coat, just.
So what? Now we kill him? What are we supposed to do? Like, isn't him being alive a good thing?
I'm not sure, actually. The info we've gotten suggests that he might be trying to live his own life again, but they are paying attention to his whereabouts, so the Black Rings know who he is. And they're still trying to perform some sort of reincarnation ritual for him. That's
I
where
would
we come
tend
in.
to disagree.
Would you disagree?
I would tend to disagree on whether it's good to have him still be alive. We don't know what this is going to do to the elements, having two avatars alive at the same time. It's never been heard of and sounds rather problematic. It's a cycle for a reason, and to go against said cycle would be
For the cycle to have still continued, though, implies that there's something else that's in balance. I'm not entirely sure what it is, and I agree with you, but at this time, everything seems to be in check.
At least elementally.
I will remain extremely skeptical on this matter.
Nothing's in balance in our mortal world, that's for sure. The Earth Kingdom's in shambles. Fire Nation might be next.
We don't need it. We don't need that. Not my nation.
I don't think another solar eclipse will happen anytime soon, so I'm sure they're fine for now. But
Happens 4 times a week.
Yeah, that's all happening. Also, Nuan was left with that guy around.
Immediately, you guys remember Nuan.
You just see like a twitch in Jin's eye. Just twitch.
Immediately, you guys remember talking to Nuan, and Nuan saying that this person has brought them to this secret avatar place that only avatars know about, and how the hell did he know? Who knows? We.
Yeah, I remember. I'm fully cognizant of that memory.
Well, we also were told he didn't quite agree with what the Black Rings were doing.
But hey, why would they listen to the Avatar? Oh, wait.
I mean, apparently he was too old to stop them.
You can't control. You mean you can't control an entire group of people? Ours are those bad actors, but I feel like this goes a little bit farther than just a few bad actors. You know what
I
I
mean,
know.
your friend's in charge now, so.
Yeah. Friend.
Friend?
Air quotes.
Oh, yeah. You don't. I never.
No.
An old acquaintance of mine, some 10 odd years ago, a little more, cut my arm off and left me to die in the desert as I was interacting with the Avatar of old. We had a
What is
disagreement.
that?
He was a black ring the whole time.
Man, they're always a black ring.
Tell me about it.
And now he dresses up as Jin, ruling the Sand Kingdom.
It's less of a kingdom and more pirates, but yes.
It's a kingdom. Shut the fuck up.
Air quotes.
Surprise, you actually are a princess. Yeah, technically. Maybe.
Oh my god, I'm the pirate princess. I'm the bride of the Kara'o. I'm the heiress to like whatever Baba does, the glass stuff.
I
I'm
feel
the
like
queen
one
of
of-
believers.
You know, I
My
feel like
neck,
one of
my
those
chin,
things-
and my torso are becoming one and the same right now when you're saying that.
What do you
Yeah, I feel
mean?
Oh my god.
So much cringe.
What do you mean? Look, it's okay. You can be the squire of the lemurs, Akira. You can feed them.
Okay, well, at the rate that these things are going, I might be the last king of the earth, the earth 4 Earth Kings by the end of all this, maybe.
Speaking of Earth Kings, we met the leader of the Dai Li.
His
He's a
name's
big fan
Hit.
of Jin.
Yeah, I was getting to the hits. He's crazy.
Wow.
You are kind.
He implies that he's that way because of me, though I have no idea what he's talking.
So, in 5 days, you have murdered an entire complex,
Not
found the avatar, lost the avatar.
Yes.
So you were there first when we lost the Avatar, so
What?
he was still in the Fire Nation. So you were there when we lost the Avatar.
Okay, but we didn't know, so it doesn't count.
Okay,
so
you're
take
free.
it off the list.
No, that's why I'm saying you guys found the avatar. Because you found out that he was the avatar. I had nothing to do with that. I'm absolved
You lost
of-
the Avatar.
No, well, you said nuance in the spirit world, right?
No, she's
Lost an
Just-
avatar.
still in the Fire Nation. She's fine.
Still minus an avatar. I know what I said. So, murdered a complex, found the avatar, lost our avatar. What
Yes.
else am I missing?
Walk to
Found
the-
out that Jin's kingdom is still standing and run by the betrayer.
Yes.
He's dressed up as Jin. Don't forget that detail.
Imposter betrayer.
Incredibly sus.
We talked to it. We talked to the phantasms of ourselves in an alternate reality.
How was I? Was I still hot like I am now?
Dead like
Come on, don't be shy. Tell me how amazing was I in the other way? And hold on, I'm eating yam.
You were
Maybe you would
depressing.
There.
Oh, like drop dead gorgeous?
no, dead as in dead.
You were dead.
You were
Deceased.
murdered by black rings.
I'd like to imagine that after that silence, she's still eating the potato chip you could give.
Yeah, like she was just like,
Yeah.
yeah, just like, oh. Well, you know what? Maybe that's why that world was doomed anyway.
Well, certainly. I mean, I was absolutely way more jaded than I thought I was.
You guys remember specifically?
Probably had your other arm too.
Specifically, I believe other Luca mentioning, or other Ichibe. I can't remember if it was other Luca or other Ichibe. You remember that one of them had mentioned that the reason that they think that they didn't have a lot of power was that in their time they never tried to gain the help of the Kurao as well, and that's why they were trying their best to get you that treasure.
Right. Yeah,
Okay.
I think it was because we didn't have you around. And I still lost an arm. And he also took up dust spinning like an absolute loser.
Okay, now I know that they say that stroking someone's ego is usually a bad thing, but are you all telling me that I am the key to saving the world?
I mean, don't
Yeah.
feel too special. Apparently, I was too.
I believe
Sure.
that they are saying that because you died in the other world, that they could not get the Kurao because the Kurao was connected to you and taking your life energy, and that means the Kurao probably died.
So
And I have some
I'm
of
the-
those yams as well.
I'm just saying, it seems like if not for me, and literally if not for me, that world was doomed to fail.
I think so. Dragon or not, we would, as long as we were all together, I think we could have taken it.
It's okay, no thank yous are necessary. I've gotten all I need.
Have you?
No, I could use more. Shower me with praise. I haven't had it for 5 days, please, Dad.
I'm very proud of you.
Thank you.
Love how you're just taking it now. You're just fucking being like, Dad, fucking fine.
But,
Oh yeah, we met the boss.
now we found boss, thankfully. Oh,
You found Uncle? How is he?
Yeah.
Has he lost some weight?
absolutely not.
Oh.
Oh, and this is for you from him. Here's some crackers and soup, boss soup.
Here's some spoop.
I could have really used this, thank you. I'll hold on to it for another day.
literally like a small little keg. You know, like those like little kegs that like are around snow dogs, like necks. It's almost like something like that. It's like a tiny little like keg of soup.
I shall save this for a rainy day. Thank you. It's
She'll
good to
save
know
this
that
for a
Boss
rainy
thinks-
day. Opens it,
It-
drinks it. I'm like,
It's good to know that Uncle thinks of me, his favorite niece.
Flashbacks to boss not mentioning Melee at all. hmm
Like, let her believe.
I'm going to.
Leave her to believe.
Yeah.
Melee.
Why do you think he said the lie?
I will also let you know because you wouldn't have noticed this until sitting down and like looking around. Over by where the bison are, the prisoner that is there, that is sitting there, you recognize them now that they're a lot closer, as the greeter to the village where you got poisoned in. So obviously one of the black rings from that village.
Oh. I guess I guess I can also address the camelephant on the other side of the room. Why you got a black ring with you?
Mm-hmm.
Points backwards over there.
Jin raises his finger and he's like,
Yeah, because we wanted to make sure that she didn't, well, you know.
We said we'd let her live, but we didn't say we'd let her live freely.
Yep.
Well, she kind of found out about us, and then we didn't want that information to get back to anybody, and well, we didn't know where to put her, and
yeah. Maybe we could just let her
Okay,
listen.
so we just murder a whole complex of black rings, but that's the one we let live. Okay.
Look, she wasn't there at the manor at the time. It was a whole.
well, we can't take the whole manor, so I don't know.
I'm saying, why didn't you just kill her?
I
broke one's neck. You saw. Oh wait, no, you didn't say.
I'm very impressed by that story, by the way.
Yeah, I can do it again.
We are many
Wanna
things,
watch?
but we are not liars. We told them that if they gave us the
Wanna watch me
information they
break
knew,
neck?
we'd bring them back. Or allow them to live.
Repeat that
I
again,
mean-
Richie.
I basically said that the reason why they're alive is because we said that we would let them live if they gave us the information that we wanted.
Okay.
So we're letting them live.
I think, though, if Dion Lee is around Nuan, they probably already know. And the Dai Li are definitely expecting us now. Couldn't quite kill Hit. So now we get to go to a fancy party instead. Just rolls his eyes.
Oh yeah, in case you didn't mention it as well, is also the idea that he may or may not actually be the grandson of the Earth King.
Oh right,
The one that went missing all those years ago.
He also claims, I don't believe it's true, but claims that Hit is the missing grandson of the old Earth King. And why he'd be a fan of mine, of all people, I wouldn't know.
I mean, you're pretty cool.
You don't know who I used to be.
I bet he was pretty cool.
Aww.
My dad's the coolest.
He's so cute.
My dad, you are my dad.
Other people worry about that.
A fat cock and giant balls.
The fuck?
What song is that?
I don't know. I gotta find it though.
I'm sure that's accurate to Jin, but why?
Do you guys, after catching Mei Li up with everything, do you guys, and now knowing what Mei Li had kind of done over the past little bit with the survival training and whatever she had been going through, do you guys want to, while there is still somewhat light on the mountain, go and check out anywhere or scavenge anywhere around?
Yeah, sure.
It's about.
Yeah, sure. I'll do it.
Yeah. Look around.
You guys know that there are a couple of places to go if you guys want to do anything like that. After catching Mei Li up, Mei Li, you've seen two of them, which is, this area as well as the area that has the large tower that you had seen before.
Memento.
As you guys hear from Mei Li, and again correspond with what was said from the Karao, the three places you guys can go and check out are this area, which, if you look to the south, has some caves, but immediately Jin goes, I'm like, oh, fuck that. I'm playing. But there are some boxes and things like that around this area that could potentially have anything in them. You guys also know that there apparently is the tower that they had armaments put together for to ward off the Karao from getting closer. And he doesn't really seem to know what was in there. And you also know that there is the place the Karao went to, which is apparently a small area in the forest that he is communing with another spirit in. At the time that all of you guys understand this, you guys know that you can go to one place before having to probably return to the fire or return to each other before things get super dark. I'd like to know where everybody plans on wanting to go.
I want to see what the corral is up to. Personally.
You want to make your way
I'll
over
go
toward
tower.
over toward the area where the spirit is?
Yeah, it sounds fun.
Rue, you want to go off toward the tower?
Yeah.
Okay.
I want to check out the tower.
Luca starts heading off toward the tower. Ichibe, Akira, Meili. There is this place, there's the tower, there's the shrine. Or spirit, but you know.
Well, there's the thing of like, depending on where the corral went, what he said before about not going too far. She'd want to check out the tower, but there's that thing of like, we don't know what is too far away yet, so.
He mentioned all these places to you, expecting that you guys would probably go as far as that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right. She'll go to the tower then.
Okay. You three are going to go to the tower. Akira and Ichibe, do you guys want to head off toward anywhere? Look around here, go to the spirit, go to the tower?
We've got 3 people going to the tower.
I'm
There are
going
2
to
other
assume
places.
that Akira is going to stay with is going to stay here with the lemurs at this point.
He's going to train
fair.
them.
He will have a lemur
I think
entourage.
Jin's not heading to the tower, right?
No, I'm going to see what the crowd is up to in that little dealie. I think no one's going to the village yet.
You guys know the village is basically cleaned out.
Okay.
The village,
Right.
village is dumb and I hate it.
Just dumb and empty.
That's why the 3 places would have been either look around here,
Oh.
go to the tower, go to the spirit.
I'll go with Jin.
Okay. The 2 of you will start making your way over toward the spirit where the Karao I was heading. The 3 of you will make your way over toward where the tower is, and we'll have Akira stay here with the many lemurs and check around this area for anything to grab as well. As you guys, after catching everybody up and taking a little bit of time to rest from your journey, go to get up before nightfall seems to get to you guys. Luckily for you guys have bison who can take you different places in a decent amount of time. They can't really fly too amazingly well up here, but they also don't really have a lot of problem in this area. Most of the animals would stay around the fire. So I will say that the owl, as well as the owl viper, as well as Jin, would probably stay here near the flames. But other than that, as you guys head off in your different directions, we will start off with those of you heading off toward the tower. So, Luca, Rue, Meili, you guys get on bow and fly a little bit off, more like glide a little bit off over toward where the tower was. Meili pointing you guys along the way as they have been there before. As you guys see this come into view, bow lands just up the road from where it is, just off from where the bridge is. From up above, you guys can see there are several armaments on this place, mostly humongous crossbow like types of things that are aimed near the air. These were obviously meant to shoot down or at least shoot at the Karao if he came by. As you guys land a little bit uphill from where the road is, you guys want to make your way off?
Yeah.
Yeah.
There you go. You guys get off, look over toward the bridge, look over toward the tower, see the large little siege ballistae that is here. What are you guys wanting to do? Where are you guys going? Move your butts around. You guys just gonna go straight up to the door? You guys just gonna go straight up to the door?
To the door.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
You guys make
I
your
mean,
way
it's
to the
not
door.
like we're gonna shoot out the Kuro.
We could.
No,
Jeez.
May's getting married. Like, shit, that's bad luck.
You guys head your way just outside of the large door to this place. Upon getting there, you guys go to open it, and shocker, it's not open. Unfortunately, the door itself seems as if it is still rather sturdy, and it looks as if maybe it was locked from the inside. Who knows?
Kick it, Rue. Kick it, Rue.
Kick it.
Rue just points out his body and goes, "Do I look physically that adept?"
You're right. We need a strong, rugged man like Luca.
Exactly.
Kick it.
Oh,
Kick
okay. I'll kick it.
All right, Luca, roll me for your physique.
Jeez.
I'll scratch your ears just so you
Mr.
like it. You kick it good.
Physique.
Kick it real good.
I'll try to kick it real good.
That's a 20.
You're pretty good.
I was like, wait, your scriptures? What?
Luca, you're not entirely sure if you can do much to this thing. It is a very large and thick door, but Melee seems to really want you to. You reach back, not really expecting much of it. You deliver a kick. As you do, you hear something splinter in the wood. Not from this side, but you hear something splinter from the other side. As if whatever is holding this thing closed seems to have cracked slightly. As you hear that, you're like, you could probably do this. You deliver another kick, followed by another, and by the third time, the kick seems to sever whatever wood or whatever it was that was holding on to it, and the door does seem to fly open.
I didn't think I could actually do that.
Let this be a lesson, Rue, that if only you believed in yourself, you too could have accomplished great things. Alas, here we are. With you.
I'm not gonna take that personally.
Pinch his cheeks. Pinch his cheeks.
You're doing great.
Pinchy,
Well,
pinchy.
Seems like it was barricaded from the other side, so that's kind of weird.
That explains it.
You step in, Luca. As you do, you find a lot of different ammunition for the ballista from the outside. You see a lot of other half-built siege engine type devices that are here. You do see that a little bit of snow and a wind seems to have gotten in here, and that is potentially why the large plank of wood that you had just kicked down was so weak. But looking in, there does appear to be a couple of barrels that seem to have made it through, not having to worry about the weathering. It looks like there is slight metal to them to cause them to latch together. Also, as you guys come in here, you see that there is a large staircase heading further downwards in this place. Looking
PTSD of the mines.
Looking up from where you are, you guys see that the central pillar of this place does seem to have looking up a piece of rope sticking out from the very top, as if you'd have to climb up the central pillar to make it to the top of this tower. However, the rope itself seemed extremely fragile, and it does not look as if it is currently in usable condition. If you go to pull on it, it looks as if it's just going to fall apart. Probably because of rainwater and other such things like trickling down from it.
Pulls on rope.
Melee might be the only one that can get up there.
Oh yeah, I can.
Do your thing.
Melee, you know that it is currently hard for things to fly here. However, whenever you were flying on bow earlier, or at least gliding on bow, you didn't feel that oppressed by it. Potentially, it's because of the cold winds that are now seemingly coming off of you. You don't feel as if you would have much difficulty flying up there with your glider if you wanted to.
Yeah.
Would you like to try to get up to the top of the tower?
Whoosh.
You make your way out from the door. You fly upwards, up around the area to get up to the top of this large tower. It's only a little bit more area up from where you are. Melee, once you get up to the top, you find that there is the trapdoor going down is slightly cracked from up here, which probably explains why the rope itself was weathered. Up at the top, you find another one of the ballistae that are up there, looking rather again pointed off toward the top of the mountain, as if they were ready for the corral to come down from there.
You just hear from the top.
They were really ready to fuck him up.
Apparently it didn't work. But as you are up there, you also find let me make sure that I am correct with this. Yes, you also find what appears to be a small box up at the top that seems to be made of metal, almost entirely out of metal.
Oh.
As you go and pick it up, it's like this. It's like the size of maybe like a thin lunchbox almost. As you pick it up and kind of like look it over, you're not able to really get it open. It appears there's a small lock on it. You might have to either try to bash this thing open somehow, or see if one of your allies can open it for you. But you could definitely take it.
Yeah.
You take the small lockbox and you get over toward the trap door and just sort of jump your way back into the center of the room.
Floop.
Found anything?
I found a box. But it's locked.
Yeah, I'm guessing.
Nope.
Well, we can probably get Jin to do his heating thing and probably get it opened up. Okay.
Yeah.
Several solutions.
Shake the box.
When you shake it, there appears to be something moving inside of it. There appears to be something that is like shaking against the metal. It feels light, whatever it is. Maybe it's like some sort of a paper or some sort of map, or maybe some sort of other thing such as that. Like it seems like it's some sort of something like that, like paper or parchment in some way.
Whatever it is, it seems like it's papery.
Luca,
Yeah.
you would look like you wanted to make your way down.
Yeah, probably. I'll be in the next step.
While they are doing that, you start making your way down toward the bottom floor of this place. Upon stepping down, you find a bit of an interesting sight. First off, I'm noticing the edge of your token, and that's weird. That shouldn't be there. Whenever I'm like looking,
the top edge?
Yeah, that's weird. Anyway, oh, I can see it on other people's now too. I've never seen that before. That's so weird.
Oh.
Anyway, as you are looking down into the bottom of this place, the first thing you find upon stepping down is you see what appears to be let me go ahead and grab oh, that's not the correct music for this. You see what appears to be, whenever you open that up, just gonna grab a couple real quick. We'll go with these. You see a couple of people down in the bottom of this, and as you look at these couple of people, you see that they are they appear to be a couple of people who have frozen to death.
Oh, that's morbid. Oh, that's real morbid.
Luca always finding dead people.
Oh no.
No different than usual, right?
Yeah, I just never like seeing that. Why is it me? Why do I happen upon the dead bodies?
As you come down and look at the two people who seemingly are off in the corner of this room, not huddled or anything, but definitely not moving. You start to look around this place, trying to see if there's anything else around here without, immediately just rushing back upstairs.
So are they dead? Like, yes, for sure. 100%.
Yes, you are from the frigid north. You understand what people look like whenever they unfortunately are.
Yeah. there anything to, cover them? It's just
You like look around. You're like, oh, I wonder if there's anything around. You find like a tablecloth.
yeah. I'm just
You're
gonna
like,
cover them.
yeah, here you go.
Yeah.
There we are.
Yeah, there we go.
Perfect. You spend like half a minute like situating it on them so that if the other two come down, they won't immediately see it.
Yeah.
As Rue and Mei Li, you guys would follow Luca down to the bottom, correct?
Yeah.
You find
Don't
Luca
touch
messing
that.
around with a tablecloth.
Just don't look.
Is it something
Okay.
bad?
Yeah. Let's just say somebody stayed down here too long.
Oh. Man, it's a good thing I didn't choose this place to stay then. That would have sucked.
You chose the fun place with all the lemurs instead of the bad place with all the dead bodies. As you guys get to the bottom layer of this place, you find that there is this place does seem a little bit more hospitable than the area above. There appears that there's no real weathering down here. There's a nice bed off to the side, as well as again like the table that did have a tablecloth on it. You find looking things over, there is a couple of boxes that seem to have already been gotten into. There doesn't seem to be any food or anything that's left out here. What you do find whenever you come down here and start looking around, however, there is Luca over by where these bodies are. Since you took a bit of time to cover them up, it looks as if the two of them had kept themselves very close to what appears to be another small lockbox. This one also seemingly made of metal. However, you note that when you look at this one, there seems to be a symbol on it. Showing this off to the others, Mei Li, you would note that this seems to be a symbol of Ba Sing Se.
Oh.
It seems to be a Earth Kingdom symbol that is showing off the walled city of Ba Sing Se.
Huh. This is a symbol of the city.
I guess that would make sense. They were kind of also attacking the crowd.
Mm-hmm.
Well, we're gonna take this with us too, I suppose. Anything else here? Just that?
Again, there's a very nice looking bed. There is the table that you got the tablecloth off from. There looks like there was some food storage and other things here, but it does not seem as if these people had left it very, very well. You're not sure if there was maybe a third person here. Maybe they're the ones that got out from like the top area before, after like barricading it in. Doesn't appear as if there is an absolute ton of things that are remaining currently.
Would I try and look for a key if there's one here for the lockbox?
Yeah. As you begin looking around, Rue, where would a key be? If you were a guy with a key.
I'm gonna check.
You guys want to check the bodies?
Yep.
Okay.
Rue, you make your way over as Luca is kind of like looking around, like, where else could there be something? Rue just flips the tablecloth off and up and starts like checking their pockets. Rue,
of course.
You do find a key.
Found the key.
One thing you also note, Rue, is that even though there is a key here, you find that they don't seem to have any other possessions on them.
Strange.
What's up?
I only found the key. Like, you probably expect a coin pouch. Something else at least. But no, just a key.
Well, they may just, they live here. Could have left it. I don't know.
Who knows? I mean, if someone came and took this stuff, then why would they leave the key? just a bit strange, honestly. That being said, melee catch. Fool's key.
What?
Melee, you get
Tries
the
to
key
catch.
thrown. You get the key thrown over to you. You catch it.
Yes. I hope.
Yeah. You catch it. It's easy.
Blech.
Easy as pie.
Try that out.
Yeah, just
Fiddles it in the keyhole.
Which keyhole are you using it in?
The one in the box.
There are 2 boxes. That's what I was asking.
Ooh, box.
Oh, 2 boxes.
I think the one with the symbol, right? Since it was with them.
Oh, sorry, I brain farted.
Oh my god.
She was gonna use it on the one that she found.
Oh yeah, okay. We can try.
You go ahead and try to use it on the one that you found. You find that as you use it on the one that you found, it does seem to work on that one.
oh hey, it works on this one.
As you try your best to look around, because it worked on that one, you just kind of absentmindedly use it on, like, hand it off and let it be used on the other one. It does not seem to work on the one from Ba Sing Se.
Oh, well,
It just seems to
doesn't
work for
on this
the one that is the one you found above. I also noticed that, like, man, like, I can't read.
Yeah.
I can't read anything in this room for some reason, and I don't know why. And then I realized all of my stuff, like all of the configuration of the thing, is very low, like very small, and I just can't see anything. And I'm trying to figure out if I can fix it, but it's not showing a way. Maybe the scale. Is it scale? Apply. Yes, okay. All right, I can read again. Cool.
There we go.
All right. I was having problems the entire game. I'm just sitting here like, why does it look so weird? Why is everything so weird right now? Why can't I? Oh, I can't read. All right. But mainly, you go over to the one that you have. You try to let it be used on the other one as well, but it doesn't seem to work. As you use it on the one that you found up above, you find that inside there appears to be 2 objects inside. One appears to be a large letter or a document of some kind that seems weathered very slightly on it. And you also find what appears to be a small picture or a drawing of a person inside. As you guys first off look at the picture, because that's the easiest thing to look at, Mei Li, you find that it is a picture of someone that you and Luca know decently well. You haven't seen them in like a year, but you see a picture of Colin, the one that you guys had met in Nutaku before, the one that had apparently been abandoned by their village and their people.
What?
Oh, it's Colin.
Who?
This guy.
He was a little cute. He was a cute boy that we gave to the owner.
Yeah.
He seemed to have some sort of, well, he seemed to have some kind of spirit blood similar to Yuki, and for a minute we thought like that he was like Yuki's kid, but there was no way. But he smelled like the owner's brood or whatever.
So one thing that you would notice now upon seeing this picture, Mei Li, and also upon remembering the boy from before, like noting that he has some sort of a feeling of a boreal spirit, as well as they have a slight amount of potentially spiritual blood. That boy kind of reminds you of the Karao's human form right now.
What the fuck? What?
Is it just me or does he look like the Kuro?
I mean, I didn't want to say it out loud immediately, but I might want to consider showing this to him.
Congratulations on
that's
being a mom.
Have any? Oh god.
Maybe that's the boreal spirit that he might have been talking about, that she might have been talking about. But I feel like she would have pointed that out if she felt it was related to the Karao and not her.
You guys know that whatever it was probably not as strong as Yuki's or as strong as even Luca's at this point. Like, it was just something of a spiritual feeling. Again, this is before you guys really knew much of anything about the spirits at all. So you can't really recall a crap ton about him. Yeah, there was definitely a familiarity sense from the owner, but they couldn't place it. They couldn't place who it was.
What does the paper say?
Let me see. What does it say?
As you bring the document outward, you find that this seems to be almost a call to arms that someone had apparently gotten. You can see that there is a table showing a large amount of money that was paid to the village that you don't really notice the name of it. You're like, I wonder what village that is, and then you think for a moment. You're like, I mean, this village has to have a name. But apparently there was a large sum of money paid to a village to hunt down and strip away more scales from the dragon on the peak. As you see this ledger showing a large amount of money being paid to this village, and then showing a commission of payment for any other scale or anything else they find, you find that potentially this village wasn't trying to protect themselves against the Karao, and more like they were trying to hunt the Karao.
Oh. Yeah, that makes more sense why all of this was all here and... Doesn't explain this portrait of this kid that looks like Colin, but it makes sense why all this weaponry and stuff is stored, and why, even though the Corral didn't do much, they just kind of kept attacking him. It's because they put a price on him.
You guys then look over at the other chest that you guys have found, the other box you guys have found with the symbol of the bossing say on it. Luca, you kind of pick it up slightly as you do note that there is more of a weight to this one. You're decently sure that whatever's in here could potentially be money.
Okay. So this place perhaps was hired by Bossing Say if this box here contains money.
Yeah.
At least the money's in safe hands.
Yeah, you know, the Karao's secret fund. I mean, it's money they got for hunting him, after all. I'd say that's where it belongs.
Oh, hear me out. Your wedding fund.
Then I guess this belongs to you. Hands over the box.
Oh, I was gonna accept it later as a dowry. Thank you.
You better buy the most expensive dress.
It's gonna take a long time. We're gonna have a big shopping trip, but probably can't do it immediately.
I will bring up, just so that everyone is somewhat clear on this, it looked as if the box up above was somewhat hidden away, and the key to it was put somewhere else. People would most likely assume, if they were to search this person, that box would have probably go with the box of coin that was beside this person, and maybe leave it at that. You're decently sure that whoever hid the box up on the top of this place probably didn't expect someone to be able to find it. They probably didn't expect an airbender to be able to fly as well as Melee did in this place.
Of course.
So
Of course, they're never ready for me.
Whatever that is, it looked as if they were potentially hiding evidence in a place that they would know to come back to, but not anybody else would know to go to, or have the ability to go to.
If this was hidden, that means not everyone in the village was aware. Which is unfortunate.
Wait, which one of these dudes had the key?
We'll say this one.
Oh, that one. Okay. I guess we can assume it was that one right there. I was given the job.
Well, like I said, you also can assume with what Mei Li had found above that somebody had left this place and barricaded the door behind them.
It's just weird to leave the key and the box, and as well as the money if it was that. I
get you.
If they're in a rush.
It seems as if they were, again, if you guys are getting what I said before, it almost seems as if they thought people would stop just being like, oh, a key, it doesn't really fit the thing, but there's money in here. It seems like people they expected people to stop at the money and not worry about what was on the top of this place.
But it was
It seems like they didn't want someone.
Is there someone else in here?
Doesn't seem to be. Like I mentioned before, it almost seemed like there were 3 people here and 1 person left. With how the trap door above was cracked whenever Mei Li went upstairs.
Oh, so they may have left from above?
Yeah, is what I was more trying to say. My bad. That was,
yeah,
I guess I wasn't giving that too much of a thing, or my bad.
Yeah, I was just like, oh wait, why is it barricaded from the inside then? But no, if they left from above, then that makes no sense. Okay.
But yeah.
I think the only thing to check out are those barrels, right?
You want to go back upstairs and check out the barrels that were up there?
Yeah.
Upon returning upstairs, you guys take the 2 boxes with you. The one that seems to have some sort of strange evidence in it, and the other one seems to have money. Maybe you don't know. Technically, you haven't opened it, but you're pretty sure with the jingling. As you guys come up here and check out some of these barrels, I would like for Rue, go ahead and roll me your luck, please.
I have a +1 to that.
Yeah, you do.
I roll. Nat 20.
Oh, fuck.
That is a natural 20. So Rue, as you begin looking through this place, looking through the things above, we're gonna have you roll on the item table twice.
Hey.
So go ahead and first off, roll me a d20.
Oh, nice.
We'll move it over here.
Yeah. Rolling d20.
Roll me another d20.
D20.
And roll me a d4.
D4.
And I will get the table out as soon as I see it. As a 4.
4.
All right, let me grab the table really quick. So that was 20, 18, 4. Basically, the way that the table works, and I'm never making another fucking complicated table like this again, by the way. The way that the table works is literally the first roll determines the second dice you roll. The second dice you roll determines the third dice you roll. And then the third dice you roll is one of the fucking like 18 different tables that I've made for these things. Okay. So with a 4, I'm going to need you to roll me one more d4. Because this could be one of 4 different things. Because of the 4 nations and blah, blah, blah.
2.
2. Alrighty. Rue, you find what appears to be a almost like a strange like kind of contradiction in your mind. You find what appears to be a battle weapon that that you can only attribute with the things that are on it. You can only attribute it to the Air Nation. As you look it over, it appears to be some sort of a polearm with some sort of a wooden spike to the top of it, as if somebody had whittled it from a long pole. With a ribbon seemingly tied around the quote unquote arrowhead or spearhead of this thing. You find an Air Nation long spear.
Mei Li, you do airbending. What the fuck is this?
it doesn't really seem to be airbending stuff. This is more like an air nomad would have held
Gotcha.
this. But Melee grew up in the Earth Kingdom, so Melee probably would have no idea what this is.
I don't know what the fuck that is, dude.
But yeah, the colors on
weird.
it seems to look as if it's from the Air Nation. You're pretty sure you've never seen the Air Nomads really be fucking ready for war or anything, but hey, whatever.
The fuck is going on in the Air Nation?
Hmm?
Look at this.
What am I looking at?
Like I said, it seems to be a long spear with a wooden spearhead that seems to have been whittled out of a strong tree or strong piece of wood with Air Nation colors around it. It almost looks like an air nomad would use this as a walking stick, but also as a dying stick, a killing
Yeah,
stick.
This isn't the weirdest thing we've seen, though.
Death
I'm gonna be
stick.
honest. Death stick.
Listen, the Air Nation death stick is pretty weird.
I mean, is it any weirder than the Air Nation Death Axe that split me from my head from my body?
You know, that's true. Melee's like, we
She-
both have
she looks
seen
at-
seen something like this, Rue.
She
Open
looks
mouth.
she looks at Ruin as she explains that the light leaves her eyes.
Opens mouth, closed mouth. Must be a souvenir from that temple then.
You would also note that you guys were looking for things that weren't made of metal, so I mean, this is
Yeah.
wood. I will
This
tell
is-
you whenever you are looking at this thing, just because we're in the late game and like we would know, we wouldn't really have to worry too much about things. This is a weapon that would have a reach of 10 feet, so you can hit somebody from 10 feet away. You would also note that it has something that the Avatar crew are not really used to, because it's been very not used a lot, but the Zelda crew would definitely be used to. It has a property known as Overwhelm. So whenever you go to attack with it, you roll a d4 to add that to the attack. Not to the damage, but to the attack.
Hey. This bear's nice. Weird, but nice. Let's see the second thing I got.
Yep, let's roll one more time on the table here.
Let's roll the gacha.
15, roll me a d12.
D12. What the fuck does that look like again?
Just right click them until you find which one is true. If you right click them, then you can see in the roll value what that is.
Oh, that
So
was
that's
a D8. There we go. It's this one. It's this one. There we go. Yeah. No, that's a D10. Whoopsie.
Nope, this has an 11 on it.
Oh, it only came up to
If
10
you right
for
click
me.
and go
That's
to the
weird.
rotation value, if you look below the 1 and a 2, there's 11 and 12.
Oh, it doesn't appear on my screen.
Well,
Oh,
your screen's weird. Okay, I'm playing.
no, it's weird. Like, it's a D12, like you said.
And roll me one
11.
more d12.
10.
So that is 15, 11, 10. So 15 would go into the d12 one, the 11 would go onto this table, and then the 10. Why the fuck do these people have these? You find another artifact of the Air Nation inside of this fucking barrel.
Is it the axe that fucking decapitated me?
No. You find
What some of your blood on it too.
You find what appears to be some air nomad boots. These long greaves seem to go up rather high. They have a lot of different belts for carrying things. You would note that while you are holding, or while you have these boots on, they don't really give you any extra AC, but they allow you to hold one extra accessory. Let me go ahead and fucking I don't know why they have these, but all right.
There is one angry air nomad here.
Yeah, the
You know,
air
makes
nomad
sense.
greaves,
You
they
never get a
give
monk
you
angry.
+1 accessory slot. So they give you basically what you would normally assume as any sort of base resistance for wearing leg armor. So it doesn't give you any extra for that, so it isn't going to change your AC at all. But you also now can, let's for example just say throw another bag or throw something else on top of it as like this is also an accessory slot.
I'll put my boomerang on that.
That's not your boomerang isn't an accessory.
It is to me. I'm kidding.
I'm just gonna load myself down with weapons. But yeah, I don't know why they had 2 Air Nation fucking armaments on them, but whatever, I guess. If you find one, you find more, I guess. I don't know.
There could have been an air nomad here, okay? We never know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe the air nomad is the one who escaped.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, for sure.
You gotta love the RNG, right?
Yeah, that's what you guys find in your barrels. Do you want to go to make your way back out and head back toward the group?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Before we do that,
Mm-hmm.
can I talk to you, Rube?
Oh yeah, sure.
And it's just gonna leave Mei Li alone in the death
she
house.
can listen if she wants. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Her eyes still devoid of light.
I know this may come out of left field for you, but are you really okay with being here? Because I know you came here to clear your name, but the more I think about it, a lot of stuff happens to us. A lot of bad, crazy, unthinkable things happen to us. And you were kind of just dragged into all of it.
I get what you mean, but it's complicated in that sense. Like, this has been crazy. This has been really, really crazy. Insane. Like,
Yeah.
every moment since the day I got here. Since the day
would-
Melee landed on me.
I wouldn't blame you if you wanted to, go.
Mei Li, why you gotta land on people?
You could say your life improved by 20%, but I am not responsible for everything when it went downhill.
Debatable, but
I'm sorry you had to see my traumatic backstory, Rue.
you don't need
And
to
got poisoned
apologize
as
for that.
proxy.
You also didn't need to apologize for that, but honestly, I think this has been as traumatizing as it has been helpful for me. It's strange, but I think this has been better, honestly, since
Better. You kind of see Luca very shocked at hearing that.
Yeah, better. Hands
Nope.
on hips.
What?
could
Okay,
be
what
dealing
did
with
you
it all
experience back in the South?
I was just gonna
look,
say you could be experiencing all this alone.
let's see, in the South, well, first there was ridicule because, didn't join the army, but also people constantly giving sympathy to me because, lost my parents.
Oh, poor baby.
You know how I tell you that, the chief really likes me? You know that?
Yeah.
Mhm.
That's a fucking lie.
Oh.
I'm pretty sure I'm a bother to them, but, that's okay. And then I was a god, but I never did anything, just outside, holding a boomerang and a sword.
Isn't that what you
Waiting.
normally want out of your day? You want to not have to potentially get yourself into a dangerous situation?
The first thing. So, the only reason why I'm in a potential dangerous situation is because literally everyone in the water tribe left who was able. And then my chief sent me on a suicide mission, which in the other timeline I did die in.
Oh.
So
Well,
I'm kind
we
of
already
rolling
know
with
that
the
that timeline
punches.
was doomed from the start anyway.
Yeah. High five to being dead in that timeline.
Yeah. It said it didn't need us, and then look what happened.
Yep. But honestly,
We're a
it's
melee bond over being fucking dead.
Yeah. I'm like, oh boy.
The world said we should die, and it said, great, you're coming with us.
I think you're taking the term Dead Poet Society a little too literally.
honestly, with all the chaos I've been through, all the people we've killed, all the spirits we've seen, at least I've made friends.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
And that's better than nothing.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Man, you could write things that you can find in fortune cookies.
I'm pretty sure even if my name doesn't get cleared, I'm probably not going back to the south anyway.
It's okay. You can stay in Ba Sing Se. I'm pretty sure Baba can use another apprentice. Are you good with glass?
I'm probably just gonna wander around all the kingdoms. I don't need a job, just kind of figure out who I am. You know?
Oh,
I
okay. I heard
understand.
I heard the best place to find yourself is. Hold on. Let me look at the map. Hold on. Let me just look at the map. Hold on.
Closest your eyes points to a random place right here.
I heard that right here is the best place to find yourself. I don't know why they say there specifically, but you might have fun. It's all surrounded by beach. Nowhere near the south. Wait, hold on. Is the map upside down? No, it's not. Okay, good.
I just wanted to make sure.
No, thanks for checking up on me, and again, I really do appreciate the two of you. And I know I'm not the best at bending, and you know, all the other stuff, but hey, I'm trying.
There's different kinds of bending to be good at.
You can do a bunch of stuff that I can't do. Which, by the way, I really need to learn from that if you could teach me sometime.
Oh yeah, no problem at all. I doubt I could teach you anything melee, but you know, need another ear to lean on. You know where I am.
Yeah.
Also, Rue, you technically you kept a lot of what Melee had gone through as far as their tragic backstory. Now that Melee wants to talk about it, you kept a lot of that to yourself whenever you explained things to everybody.
Well, here's the thing: when she mentioned it, was like, is it really as surprising as when you saw that axe decapitate me as a little girl? Like, she said that out loud. Luca heard that.
Some of what Rue had said before, he had left it very brief. So I don't think he mentioned everything in excruciating detail, but yeah.
Yeah, that was just very, like, graphic details. Yeah. Luca was like, the fuck? What?
Rue, as you sort of like explain this, you kind of like just absentmindedly like bring your hand up to your neck. You like kind of rub it a bit. You turn around whenever everybody is kind of done with this. After you explain yourself, as you turn, Luca and Mei Li, you guys notice something kind of peculiar about Rue. Since when does Rue keep flowers in his hair? Kind of cute.
I culture for flowers.
You guys
think you were the type for accessories.
Yeah. Where'd you find the flowers?
What flowers?
In your hair.
There's no flowers in my hair.
Yeah, they are. Look.
I'm gonna go pick at it.
Mei Li and Luca, you guys look to Rue as Luca, you recognize what this flower looks like.
Oh.
You recognize. What are you doing? What are you
Touching
doing?
this flower. What else am I doing? No, I'm kidding.
My dog just grabbed my phone from on my bed, carried it off to the side of the bed, and dropped it off my bed.
Clear, you're receiving a call right now. You should go do that.
Why?
Good dog.
Cute.
Oh my god.
Little puppy.
I think he was actually trying to either in his way, I guess, I don't know, or maybe he was trying to bring it to me, or he's just being a menace. I don't know. Either way, Luca, you recognize the petals of this flower to be the petals of the flower you guys had saved in the forest.
Wait a moment. I recognize this. This
Seems to be right, like if you guys look at his hair, like right here, it seems to be like right behind like one of his little hair doodlies, like right behind like one of his little hair doodles.
yeah.
Right behind
Seems
the
like-
Sephiroth part.
Seems like this flower has taken a liking to you, or spirit, I suppose.
Oh, that's nice. It did save my life once.
Odd that it is it okay? It's kind of in a very cold atmosphere right now. Oh gosh.
All right, Melee, you didn't find out about what happened after you left.
Oh, there's more?
Oh yeah, I jumped into that water pool thingy.
Why?
You did while not being cured.
Why?
Yeah, why,
Yes.
Rue? Kidding.
Listen.
There is no kidding there, and we know it. there is an angry look from Luca, like, yeah, why, Rue?
Why?
I was having a moment.
Like a moment of clarity, a moment of stupid, a moment of Rue.
Just a moment where I was like, "Oh, what can I do? Apparently, there's a spirit in this pool. Maybe I can help the spirit."
And you have to help yourself first before you can help the spirit. You were on track to dying.
I mean, I
And
was
then
too, and I
this-
broke a lady's neck.
You did.
Oh,
Yeah.
can we do it again?
No, thank you.
Okay.
Listen, things turned out fine, and Flower Friend over here saved my life. See?
I had to save the life of your flower friend for it to save your life. It was a whole
Everything
process.
worked out fine.
Oh my god. Is everybody here just prone to wanting to hurt themselves?
You think back to every interaction you've ever had with the party, and you answer the question for yourself.
Yeah.
I mean, to be fair, Luca, you can't say you've not done something stupid.
To be fair, I also thought that that drinking the poison tea would be kind of like a bluff. So that like I thought she had one of those funky teapots that had like the real tea at the top, or like those teapots that assassins use.
Oh. Yeah, you see, usually when I do something stupid, I deal with it myself. When you guys do something stupid,
I was ready to deal
I
with it
deal
myself.
with that.
Like, Rue was the one that drank the tea. I already knew not to, but then he was like, "No, bottoms up."
You didn't warn me. You can't give me that.
Well, how was I
Hi,
supposed
it's
to
my
know?
first week.
Yeah, but like you're not supposed to just drink any old tea somebody gives you before they drink it themselves. That's why I told her to drink it, and then she didn't.
It's
Well,
not
she
my
kinda
fault my
did, but
parents couldn't teach me that. They were fucking dead.
Luca's
right,
kind of realizing how alike these two are. It's
You're
kind
right.
of just.
You're right, Rue. How dare your dead parents not teach you common sense? To not trust strangers. Don't worry. Your new mommy, me, will teach you all the good and bad about this world.
That's not happening. You're more of a sister.
I'm glad you're both alive.
Luca, you make your way over toward the door. This is being a thing. As you go to open it, you look back toward them. Melee, you would notice, and Luca, you would notice. Rue would not.
Yeah.
As you look to Rue and the flower, as soon as the door opens and the cold air sort of is now able to circulate again, the flower seems to recede into his hair.
I was gonna make the joke that Rue's now a Pikmin.
Huh.
I love that game.
Yeah, it makes sense.
I guess for better or for worse. Huh.
So while we make our way back, do you want to hear my dramatic backstory, Luca?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. I'll tell it in
Would
excruciating
be good to
detail.
know. I don't think you have to be that detailed, but I
Listen,
would like to know.
I
The
shall
level
give you the
detail is
details
not
of my
gonna match-
emaciated, scarred, and bruised body.
the level of detail is not gonna match watching it live in water with experience.
There was never life in my eyes, for I was not allowed to live one. My luscious locks, mistreated, mistreated and tangled, dull and listless like my life was,
One
You
moment, let
guys
me
are
get
morbid, you know that?
dragging along the floor.
one second,
Ow.
let me just get the Air Nation violin.
Malnourished,
Oh my god.
There's no Air
malnourished,
Nation violin.
malnourished and dressed in only rags
So as you go to excruciating detail,
by my own mother, I think.
maybe.
Most likely, unless me from the future decided that I needed to die now.
It's sad because
fuck
I
you,
probably
bitch.
have seen these cases before in my time of healing.
But fuck you, bitch! I lived because the Avatar brought me back. You know, he was watching the whole time, and I think he was fine with everything until they lopped my head off. What does that say about him? It says he's an asshole.
It means he's okay with everything
Oh.
but child murder.
Child
Yeah, but,
murder
like-
is no good.
But child possession is A-okay.
A-okay.
But apparently, the reason they were even sacrificing me in the first place, it seemed like it was going to be for him, or it was just something they wanted to show him, like a welcoming party. Kind of like when you pop confetti at a birthday. Maybe I was supposed to be the confetti.
Oh my.
What's
Really?
confetti?
Welcome, Avatar! Swat! I'm using humor to cope.
Yeah, I can tell.
You're definitely related to Jen.
He's my real daddy.
He's my real
He's
daddy.
kind of just accepted it, which is surprising.
I can't
easier
wait to
that
see
way
him
when
walk
you
you down that
accept
aisle.
It kind of brings a tear to my eye. Too
So,
bad it's too
Alice-
cold and my eyes are dry.
as you guys would make your way back, explaining the ever-present details of things, we're gonna go to our boys Jin and Ichibe. As you guys would go on Keiki up to a little bit to the north of where the village is. Upon making your way in that direction, you follow where basically Mei Li had said she had seen this clearing on the map that she had found before. As you head off, you find that the forest seems to give away to much larger clearings and different areas of that sort, until you do find, going forward, that these clearings seem to show more stone, more other things. You kind of go over like a little bridge area, but we're not going to worry about that because that was an area that I don't have to use anymore because Mei Li can fly now. As you guys get there, let me. Which one of these is it? I think it's this one. Yeah, is it that one? Yes. Bloop, 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 bloop. And bloop. You guys find yourselves making your way off toward a large opening where you see a humongous rock, standing on top of which you find what appears to be the Karao, and most likely Kometu as well. Who knows? Oh, this is the one with the flag. I don't need that one. It's not a. There's no flag there. It's gonna be the regular
Oh,
one.
you better draw over it.
Oh no,
Dummy?
no.
No, I was kidding.
The one that made these makes like several different versions, and I didn't want the flag one. I want this one. It doesn't have.
I wanted you to draw over it.
No.
I'm gonna draw a flag on there now.
No.
Let's see.
As you guys see that area, you find that Keiki sort of lands off just below it, yeah, you guys are now in front of where you had seen the Karao. The Karao looks to you guys as you land, but then just seems to return facing to the north of where he's at. What is it the two of you like to do?
I was gonna let Jin answer that first because this was actually his idea all along, and I was just along for the ride.
Well, I mean, he's up on that rock, right?
Yep.
Break the rock.
No.
There was once break wrist, now there is break rock.
Yeah, that's all leatherbending really is anyway.
You feel like you could probably make your way up it. It's not amazingly steep. There's it looks like small plateaus in it that you can jump up to if need be.
We have an air bison then.
Yes, but Keiki, currently his flying, quote unquote, has been him basically just like gliding along the ground. You guys know that you guys are very high up, and currently it is rough for a lot of the air bison. He could probably like walk over here, and you could get on him and climb up.
I think I'll just make a pathway up. You know, why climb?
You make your way over. As you look as if you are wanting to begin to earthbend, you do find as you step closer, Ichibe, you would know that there is definitely a spirit around. You feel the presence of a spirit, not a boreal spirit, but you feel the presence of some spirit around the area. But yeah, Ichibe, if you would like to use your earthbending to destroy this rock, go ahead. I'm playing.
I would love to, but I can't earthbend.
Oh, you're right. Jen, if you would like to use your earthbending to destroy this rock, go ahead.
Thank you.
If I can bend it, I will. So yeah, just to make a way up, I don't have to fucking jump or climb or anything.
Okay, roll me for your element.
16.
You definitely, as you go up toward this rock, you find your way bending your way up and up onto the rock instead of doing either of the other easier ways of getting up there. As you do, you find that whenever you get up, and as the rock is sort of shaking with you bending it, that the Karao seems to be glaring at you as you make your way up, but then turns away from you again.
Did you talk with your buddy yet?
I'm currently communing with them, yes. What is it that you need?
I was hoping to meet him. See what all this spirit business is about. I thought you were the only one on this rock.
He motions to the stone below him. There is no how do I put it? In the world below, the seasons change and move, do they not?
Yes.
That doesn't happen on my mountain. My mountain is always frigid as you see it now. It gains more frigidness during the winter months, and it lessens from time to time. But it never fully thaws. Below us, you find the reason for that. There was once a great spirit upon the mountain here. A spirit who, like me, was keeping this place as their own. The world is made up of several different bringing together of great spirits and great beings. I am considered in this world a boreal spirit, one that reaches a height of its power in the winter months. But when I was younger, I was more arrogant and wanted more of that power for myself. As such, beneath the stone here, I trapped the spirit of the summer. One who would take the power away from me.
And you think he's gonna pick up when you call, huh?
He does. Most of the time. There's not much for them to do. I've already tried to remove this place from them, but they told me that as soon as anything like that were to happen, they would pass on to the spirit world. The only thing keeping them here is what I use to encase them and entomb them here. Their physical body has all but left this place. So I came to offer one more time for me to remove them from this world. If they would like to take me up on it, that is. This stone is their home, their new body. One that they've grown accustomed to in these decades, centuries. I don't even remember.
He just like glances down at the path he made. Wasn't aware.
Since I am leaving this place, I thought that I would offer one final time to release them from here. Even if they were to then go on their way to the spirit world. I believe it would be better for them than to be trapped here with no one to bring themselves to, no one to chat with, no one to help them if they ever grew tired of this body of theirs. Yet they have refused me once again.
To be honest, I'm surprised he even talks to you. More forgiving than I would be. If I was in prison somewhere forever.
That is the difference between us immortals and you mortals. We have a different feeling as to how time would be represented to us. That being said, I do agree with you. If he were to have done this to me, I would do everything in my power to relieve myself and then kill him.
You think you're ever going to come back here? Think you're ever going to be a dragon again?
This place is not good for people. The frigid months that take this place up, they are not meant for you mortal lives. Whenever I was taking hold of this place, and whenever those who were around me gave me tribute and worshiped me, I was able to quell the cold that was here, stop it from overtaking their settlements, their farms, their people. But once that tribute stopped, and once they started to become fearful of me and attacking me, it began to encroach upon them once again. I stopped showing them favor, and as such, most of them died out. Some escaped, but mostly they made this place their tomb. This is not a place for you mortals to live, not without the protection of a guardian.
Water tries might argue that. But, I don't know, I'm from the desert. What do I know about cold?
It is more than just the cold. You must have seen it with your bison. The air here is much thinner than there is near the surface. The water tribes, while they are cold and frigid, most likely more than even here, they still have what is needed for life.
Maybe nomads. But, I don't know. So, how'd you sell it to your friend? This mountain sucks so bad we can use some summer.
I told him there was nothing left connecting me to this mountain. I would never return, and as such, he would grow and erode here for the remainder of time, until finally he is to end his days and end up in the spirit world whether he liked it or not.
In a pitch like that, I don't know how he couldn't take it. Wow.
It is the truth.
Doesn't mean you can't. It's true, but you can make it sound better.
This stone will eventually perish, and when it does, he will make his way to the spirit world one way or the other. Only he will have to wait.
I could break it now.
If you can convince him otherwise, then go ahead.
Hey, I convinced this mag material not to blow up some islands for a while, so maybe this will be just as easy. Not good way to put it, but maybe I could try.
The last thing I would want is a angered spirit on me, especially in this new body of mine. So if you're willing to risk that, go right ahead.
I got tons of things angry at me. It's better than whatever's hiding underneath the sand. I'm sure of it.
You see him sort of step back. Ichibe, you gonna stay down there?
I'll be honest, I thought I was up there listening with him.
You can still be around. You can definitely hear everything that they're saying. But wow.
I was letting them do their thing.
You shadow teleport up there.
Flip.
Hello.
Oh yeah.
Use some literal shadow boxing up there.
Has Jin already asked if this was like a grudge thing? Because I heard that they were talking about if they were ever to resurrect him, they'd try to kill him.
He had said that if this was something that was done to him, he would definitely, once he was released from here, kill the one who did it. But the Karao is saying that he had locked a spirit of summer underneath this stone, whenever they long ago, whenever they were young, and for some reason the spirit still communes with them as if they don't really care.
And it's like, whatever, I'm here, I guess. Sure, man.
Jin's like, yeah, give it a shot. What's the worst that could happen?
Then show me.
All right, how do we do this again? I guess Jin takes up is there something to talk at, or is it just a sit down and...
You find whenever you step forward, there is a small platform beneath the snow. There is a small circular area just beneath that seems to be of a different make, of a different type of stone than the others. Almost as if it is a cork that has been placed in this stone.
It just kind of like brushes some snow off and looks to Karao and just like motions down like, here.
He nods.
I guess he did say the stone is the body, so he just kind of sits on the cork, I guess, and kind of like I don't know, knocks on the stone, like knock. You in there? Summer spirit? Didn't get a name.
You feel that as you go to knock on the stone below, that there is a bit of a warmth coming from the circle of other earth that is below you. But no, you hear no answer.
Oh, you said he was a talkative sort.
He is when he has something to say, or I guess if he likes you.
Well, that's a natural reaction. So, honorable, venerable summer spirit, I'm Jin Hailong, and I was wondering if you and I could talk about you getting out of this rock.
Roll me, as you are looking down at it, roll me for your charm. See if there's any need for a response here.
16. Total.
You feel as you say this that the heat on the stone seems to somewhat go away. Still there, but it does seem to slightly dissipate, as if it is no longer as if it is losing interest.
Good. Oh, how does one do this?
Are you complacent with remaining stagnant under this boulder?
You chime in with it. As you do, go ahead and why don't you roll me for your charm as well, Ichibe?
Okay. I'm gonna do the roly-poly. That's French for I'm gonna fuck this up.
Time for the roly-poly.
It's a beautiful language.
I'm gonna put in 1 inspiration because I can. $18 plus 2 plus 1, I got a 21.
Oh, okay. As you feel, as Ichibe calls this out, Jin, as you're still kind of touching the stone below, you feel the stone kind of go slightly hot once again. You see some of the snow around it begin to melt, even as it seems to be somewhat responding to Ichibe. You can feel as you look to it, it seems to give off almost like a how do I put it? It feels almost like a retaliation, or even like as if to say that that is not what is happening. They're not stagnant. Is kind of what it seems to be. It seems to be responding to the word stagnant in a negative way.
Well, maybe stagnant is not the right word, but still, being in this rocky form, surely you want something more? Or is there some reason that you'd rather be in here than anywhere else?
The spirit seems to grow less hot, but as you are feeling the response, almost as if they are pondering it, you note that the stone below you begins to somewhat change. You almost start seeing a change in the coloration because of the heat of this. You are used to this because you are a bender of such things. You are a bender of lava and magma. But you start to notice the circle in the center of this place begin to give off enough heat to change the way that it looks. Give me a second. Hiya. You see the snow beneath begin to give way as you look over, and the actual ring around this seems almost to be made of metal. As you look to it from underneath the snow, but the center area seems like it's almost like a crucible, even.
Like it's up off the side, like, ooh.
That's interesting.
As this spirit lets off this almost immense amount of heat, trying to drive off the snow that's around it, you find that the You find that the Karao like steps forward, like showing this even. I believe you might have annoyed it.
Well, that usually happens before they start coming around.
I assume it's trying to imply that it is not stagnant, that its power stays, but... Something about it seems content with this, and I don't really understand why.
I'd never thought of it as being content, I just thought of it as being stubborn. But perhaps you are somewhat right.
They do not have a connection with the spirit world behind this rock, do they?
No. This place is completely sealed them off. Whenever I was young, I was more volatile than you would see me now.
That's pretty fucking hard to do, considering.
Glares at you.
I'm just kidding.
I was arrogant in thinking that I could control this place the entire year round, and in doing so I had harmed this climate beyond repair. There is need of other spirits, be they dragons or not. There is need of other seasons. There is need of balance, and I just, at the time, did not understand that.
Insight is a bitch, isn't it?
That almost seems to imply that they're spiting you.
Spiting me?
Allowing you to understand your mistakes, but not allowing you to make amends.
Well, that is just asinine if that is the case. You're only hurting yourself. You see him like step forward, like, you're only hurting yourself. I could care less what happens to you. Once I'm gone, you'll be far from my mind. I'll never even think of you again.
I won't utter your name even once during sex with Melee.
Jin just kind of is like kneeling down to the metal, just whispering to it, like hand over his mouth. I think you're getting through to him.
It's either that or I'm putting words into your mouth unspoken.
You find that the heat begins to again rise up even more whenever Ichibei goes to speak. However, it doesn't seem as if it is as if it is rising more like abruptly like it did before. It does not seem to be rising in the way of like an objection to anything you say, but more in response to what you say.
Oh, I can respect that. I certainly can respect that. Spite's a wonderful thing. With the motivator. Jin is talking to the metal, there's the spirit. He's addressing that.
He's not speaking to you anymore, he's speaking to me. Looks back to Ichibei.
You know, if this was several years ago, you talking to a plate of metal would make you seem crazy.
Oh, I've always been crazy. You should see me 10 years ago, the things I'd be talking to.
The drunk hallucinations I've had.
So is that it then? You're just being here to teach me some kind of lesson? He steps down onto the metal. As he does, you can see that the area beneath him, even though it is not doing so for Jin, you find the area beneath where the Karao stands begin to look as if it's steaming, as if it's hotter beneath him than it is for you.
I know that your power mostly stems from the cold and the bitter. But if you consider what you can do under your own actions to change the place around you.
What do you mean?
You might have a point there.
If this happens to be out of spite, and they seem to have you acknowledge that you have done this, Perhaps they are also implying that they wish for you to reverse it. Again, I cannot speak for a rock.
Every
But
time
it almost
I have
seems to me
asked-
like they're saying to clean up your own mistakes.
Every time I have asked to bring them back, to destroy the stone, they have not listened to me.
That is not what I am saying.
You mean for the rest of this mountain, then?
You ruined this place's balance. Fix it.
Fix it.
Yeah,
Under your
make
own, under your own power, your own insight. What could you do to fix this yourself?
I mean, you
If you
ruined
had-
it, so clearly you have the power to unruin it, right?
I suppose if I were to take my influence like I was planning to do whenever I left and just remove it from here, it could set things somewhat right, though at that point it would not be returned to me. It would be my power no longer. You see the steam beneath his foot begin to slightly ebb away, as if it is getting slightly colder beneath him.
That might just be what needs to happen.
You really care about whatever it is this frozen rock really feels as if to you? You really care that much about what I've messed up, my mistakes?
Are you asking us, me specifically, or because honestly, I am getting a bit of catharsis out of this idea of you trying to clean up your own mess. Well, the fact you admitted that you had a mess to clean up in the first place is quite impressive.
This isn't your conversation, Jen.
I admitted I had a problem with this a long time ago. I was young, but fine. Would that work for you then, Golem? If I were to give up my hold over this place? Kind of like looks down at him. You would be the sole spirit of the mountain at that point. But still, there would be no one left to remove you. No one to bring you forth like I would. You would sit here in a road. I would have no power to set you free any longer. Do you not care?
If this individual wanted, I could weaken it. Or I could break it now.
You see that the area beneath the section that is the large glowing center of this, the molten center almost of this rock, seem to somewhat lessen in its color. As you see the Karao... Stubborn fool. He says he will make it to the spirit world on his own time. Fine. He turns around and he picks up Kometu again. I will not try to reclaim whatever power that remains in this place of mine. I will fully relinquish it. I will not attune myself to this mountain any longer. Golem, I will never return. Just thought you should know. This is the biggest mistake you're ever going to make. You're going to remain here for years. Beyond any lives that are here. He starts walking away. as he seems to slide down the area that you have made for yourself, Jen. He just kind of jumps from spot to spot going down.
Does the disc react anyway to that?
It seems to brighten up again whenever he gets himself away, as if you can feel a very large amount of warmth coming from this place, as if it is moving its way all throughout the stone instead of just the small disc that you're standing on right now. It seems to be pleased.
Look, I think you got through to it. Well, Jin stands up. Oh. Glad
Jin,
to be of help.
as you go to stand up, you find that there seems to be something floating in the center of this disc. As you look forward, at some point, the stone that was there actually did become somewhat molten. However, you find that there appears to be something either too cold in the center that it's discolored, or something floating among the molten rock.
What is that? He just kind of looks at that and just thinks, "What if I can bend it?"
You reach forward with your earthbending, trying to see if there was anything you can do to manipulate the object. However, you find that whatever that is in the center of this place doesn't even feel as if it has anything. You feel more like you could move the molten earth around it more than you can move whatever that object is.
Oh, Honor Mr. Golem, now you have my interest. And he starts moving the molten rock to pull this thing forward.
You move the molten rock. As you do, you pull whatever this thing in the thing is closer and closer towards you. As you do, you find that the rock just on the edge from where you are seems to somewhat solidify, as if the heat in it dissipates. This reveals what appears to be almost like a spearhead or an arrowhead or something. As you look at it, you sort of reach down and it feels cool to the touch.
He picks it up.
You pick up what appears to be this slab of metal. As you look to it, this spearhead or whatever it is, it seems to be potentially even the size of a small dagger if you really wanted it to be. But it seems more like you would attach this to the end of some sort of a weapon. As you look it over and as you check it out, normally when it comes to metal, ever since you learned that you could bend it, you felt small traces of the earth among it. Once you got it brought to your mind that it was something that could be done, you tried. There was several times when you're like, no, I'm gonna test this shit out.
Yes.
And even though you did, you always couldn't do anything with it, but you also felt like it was possible, maybe, on some level. As you're holding the metal that you have currently in your hand, you feel no traces of impurity. No traces of earth inside that you could possibly even manipulate.
Yeah. Oh, phenomenal. Ichibe, I think we just found you a new dagger. Or maybe someone else a new spear.
I appreciate it, but unless there's something that really manages a better trait than gold slicing through bending, I don't really understand it.
I can't bend this. Now, I'm not a metal bender, Ichibe, but I felt, even though when I was brought to my attention that even existed, I felt now and then that the potential had always been there. Not with this. I think this is purely unbendable.
As soon as you say that this is unbendable, you find that the Karao looks back to you, You hold this metal up in your hand as you do. If that is the case, then that will be the purest of metals that this mountain could encompass. Maybe there are more deep below, but if not, I would say what you're holding there is pure platinum.
Isn't platinum supposed to be shiny?
You expect it to be shiny coming straight out of rock?
He just like rubs some of it with his thumb as it's in his hand.
1 second, dogs are barking.
I can hear.
The dogs are screaming, "Get me out of the rock!
Get me out of the rock! Help!" I hate
This
that
is
every time
bullshit.
my
I'm
mom
pure
comes down, they just start
platinum.
crying. Anyway, they cry with joy, and it fucking freaks me out. Like, oh,
So,
they're back!
The golden retriever that my family owned would do that as well, though.
As you bring this over toward Ichibei, you look at it, and again, as he tries to like rub it a bit with his thumb, nothing really comes off. But you would note, both of you, that a good polishing would probably be enough for this, to make it shiny if you wanted to. If what Jin and the Karao are saying, Ichibei, this is something that potentially, if you wanted to bring it against the metal benders of Ba Sing Se, this would be one way for you to continue to use your daggers without having to worry about them being turned against you.
Well, ain't that pretty cute?
Platinum and gold. Huh. How do we get that mask back, actually?
Mask.
Nah, it still looked terrible. He just holds out the little chunk of metal to you. You hold on to it. You get yourself a dagger, man.
As you guys,
I will do that then.
As you guys hand this off to Ichibei, you guys kind of look back toward this this large section of rock that is glowing. You find that a bunch of the snow around it begins to start to melt, as if it is pushing its influence about in this place. You're pretty sure that since this spirit is sealed inside of a rock, most likely it's not going to be able to overtake the entire mountain. But you are decently sure that now the Karao is not claiming anything here, that most likely, at least the area around it now, may start to see more greenery in it. But we shall see.
Jin
Thank you, Reggie Steele.
I
don't know which one to call you. I don't know if to call you Reggie Rock or Reggie Steele.
Oh, his name was Gold.
Yeah, but it's a body of rock that has steel in it. So is it Reggie Rock, the rock golem, or Reggie Steele, the steel golem?
Reggie Furnace, the fire golem.
Reggie Burn.
Reggie Fils-Aimé, the ex-Nintendo employee.
Oh man, a shiny Reggie.
Reggie Fizzle-May.
The most powerful Pokemon of this
Body's
region.
Reggie.
Of this region.
As you all
God damn it.
sort of make your way back down from where you are, the Karao looks to you. So, you fly on these?
Well, they want to fly right now. They seem a bit tuckered out.
Hopefully when we get them down from the mountains, I can see what all the fuss is about.
When I first started getting all these things, I got sick. Ugh. You get used to it.
I doubt he'll have to get used to it.
Oh yeah, he's like got the experience.
He pulls himself up onto Keiki. At which point, do you guys want to return to the others?
No, I want to abandon them up here. Let's go back.
Also, I've rigged the golem with explosives. We're getting that fucker out whether he wants to or not.
You're gonna enjoy freedom whether you want to or not.
You start flying away, all of a sudden, boom, 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 behind you.
Did you actually set up trip mines in Omashu?
The nature screaming ensues.
Before we get to everybody being back together again, we'll start with Akira once more. If Akira is there.
No, I'm here. I just had to unmute.
Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. We had whenever we were picking everywhere to go, I just left you here with the lemurs because you weren't available at the time. I'm not sure if you were doing something else or not.
I had to move my car so someone could leave.
Gotcha. So you are able to, if you would like to, look around for any other sort of things that are here. As I mentioned to Mei Li, there are quite a lot of crates around. Most of them seeming to, on the outside here, be for food storage and whatnot. But you would also know of the large tent here that is basically full of crates as well. Would you like to roll me for your luck to see if you can find anything in this place before we gather everybody else together?
Yeah, sure. Oh, where are those little reroll things?
Little reroll things?
Oh shit! I have my Destiny tokens back.
Oh yeah, you don't have any White Lotus tokens. If you want, you can use a Destiny token to give yourself 4 White Lotus tokens.
Yeah, I can do that again.
Okay, I will give you. Copy.
I had a bunch.
Paste. There you go.
All
You
right,
have
cool.
4 from 1. That still means you have 3 Destiny tokens remaining. If you wish to do that again later on, or if you want to do anything else with them.
All right, I'll use 2 because I want to try. I'll try to go for the gold for the best. All right.
For some reason, the camera's being very weird today. All right.
Oh, all right, there we go. All right, let's see what we got.
That's a 19. Ooh, roll me 2 more times, see if you get that 20.
Yeah, wow, holy shit, yeah. Can you imagine? That'd be funny.
Oh
What
my
the
god!
What the fuck?
All
what
right.
the fuck?
So just like Rue, you're gonna roll twice on the item tables.
Okay.
So first things first, go ahead and roll me a d20 here, and we'll see where we get. This is for the first item.
Okay. Oh, hang on. No, that didn't count. I was trying to roll. Okay, here we go. All right, here we go. Now, how many times am I rolling? 2?
First, you're rolling this one.
Okay.
And that'll determine the next dice you roll.
All right. 5.
Is it 5? Roll me a d6 afterwards. So that's this one.
All right.
That's a 5. All right.
Wait, what the hell is it doing? Hang on.
Yeah, it's being weird. The room's being weird right now.
Yeah, hang on. Yeah, let me try that again. What the fuck? Yeah, hang on.
Yeah, just right click it and go to roll. I think it'd be the best one. Just like click on roll over and over. There you go.
Okay, yeah. There we go.
2. All right, roll me a d4. This is the last one you roll.
All right. Oh, hang on.
So
Okay.
that's 5.
There we go.
2, and
There
then
we
d4.
1.
5, 2, 1. All right. We'll get to that one in a second. Roll me again. Roll me the d20.
D20.
This is for the second thing you find.
All right, hang on. I'm gonna click the R button to see if it does that weird thing again. Okay, so it looks like with the D20 it's fine.
That's weird.
Might be with the other dice. All right. 10.
Okay, roll me a d10. I believe that is this one. Yes, that is this one here.
All right. And okay, no, so the R works with this one as well.
Okay.
10.
Roll me a d10 again. Okay, let's see here. That was 10, 10, and
2.
Roll me a d4 because it could be one of 4 things.
Okay. Now hang on, let me see. Okay, so all right, so it looks like it's back. Must have just been something weird for a minute because the R work button's working again.
Mm-hmm.
All right, and we got 2.
It's another airbender thing.
Wow, it's like the universe is calling me to something.
All right. So as you are looking into some of these things here, because it is an airbender accessory. What would an airbender accessory be right here? Yeah. Okay. So basically, as you are looking through the boxes, you find that there is a box that has some different clothing and things like that inside of it. As you look it over, you find that a lot of it seems to be worn from the moisture in the air here, from all of the snow and all the rain and other things that could have possibly got onto it. However, as you dig further and further down, you do find what appears to be let me make sure that I am correct on this, that this is something that could possibly actually still exist. You are no, you already have a bison whistle. Let's go for something else.
Do I? I didn't know.
Well,
I
no,
had a bison whistle.
the team has a bison whistle.
Oh, the party has a
Yeah,
bison.
yeah.
Okay.
Unless you want another bison whistle.
I don't know.
Do you want your own bison whistle?
I don't know. We pretty much. I've got. I don't know. I got my own. I don't know. The community bison whistle's fine.
Okay. Community bison whistle's fine.
Yeah.
Then instead, I will cheese this a bit, and I'll say this is from. Earth Kingdom.
Okay.
As we will say
Cool, yeah.
that whenever you go into this, one of the Earth Kingdom accessories. Yes, you find wrapped in some of the linens and some of the leathers and things inside of here. You find what appears to be a jade statuette. Looking at it, it seems to depict from the side of it. It seems to be a jade statuette of a badger mole. As we look at this jade statuette of a badger mole, this is an item that if you are holding on to it, let me go ahead and make an accessory token here, and go ahead and get rid of all the things that are on it. Jade statue, not stature, statue of a badger mole. It is on a small little chain. As you are looking to it and kind of like turning it around in your hands, you would find that this jade statue out of a badger mole, whenever you are holding it or whenever you are wearing it, it is going to give you advantage against any kind of earthbending that would be coming at you. So, for example, if someone were to like what Jin can do, if someone were to kind of shake you with their trench or try to get you to fall prone, you would have advantage against that sort of thing. So you would roll twice and take the highest amount.
Oh, okay.
So you have advantage against earthbending as long as you are wearing this statuette. You can also hand this off to any of your friends, obviously. But there is your jade statue of a badger mole. I'm gonna put that in your inventory.
All right.
The other thing that you find that I already had seen before whenever we were doing things, whenever you have gone into, let me just scroll back up onto the section where that one was. Yes. You find something that your friends have been looking for quite a while. As you open up one of the boxes, you find what appears to be a military grade Earth Kingdom water sack. You find a military grade Earth Kingdom water satchel. This is something that is made of very thick leathers and seems to hold quite an amount of water. However,
it's military grade.
However, you also find that because it is Earth Kingdom, obviously it isn't made immediately to like go for crazy stuff with waterbending, but it is, it could potentially still suffice for that. You know that both Luca and Rue have been looking for water skins for like literally the past like several weeks. They tried they even tried to find some back in the Fire Nation and couldn't find any. But yeah,
all right.
You find
Nito burrito.
You find both of those items.
Who wants it more?
You have to talk to them when they
Fight
get back.
for my amusement.
I'm pretty sure Rue needs it more, so.
Military,
Yeah, I would like it.
Probably,
water,
yeah.
skin, earth.
Yeah.
Da-da-da.
All
I'll
right.
just shoot you all Nate one from the Fire Nation.
But yep.
Well, then just give yours to Luca, so that way Luca, I guess, could have what do you call it? I guess what? I don't know how.
At the
how
moment,
big
if Rue, at the
damn
moment
water
if Rue
sack
gets
is.
it, at the moment if Rue gets it, he'll have 2. Luke already has 2.
Oh, okay, great. All right, never mind then.
With that
Sack
being
what I just said then.
With that being said, you look through and you find those things. You also find some more snow yams for your army of fucking
fucking lemurs.
As this happens, the other 2 bison would be making their way back around this time, as it is starting to get darker. It's not fully dark yet. You guys could potentially make it back down the mountain if you'd like to not be surrounded by fucking ice and snow tonight. But that's up to you guys. As everybody collects themselves back together, Meili, Rue, Luca, Ichibei, Jin, and Akira, you guys are all together once more.
Greetings, friends. How have you been?
Doing this and that. I was hanging out with the he's most all the lemurs that are on the campfire.
You see most of them are chewing on yams.
Where do they keep finding these? How many yams did you find?
Oh, I found a lot of things. You know what? I don't think I need this. I feel like this will belong better with you, Jin. Toss him the badger mold pendant.
Oops.
Jin, you get tossed a statuette on a string that seems to be in the shape of a badger mole. Just like I said just like I said when Akira had it, this seems to be something where if you are wearing it, it gives you advantage against saving throws dealing with earthbending.
Is it specifically Earth, or does subsets of earthbending count?
Any subset of earthbending would count.
Ooh.
I think it'd look good on you.
Now I have to make a choice.
It's like, wait a minute, I'm wearing so many accessories. You can figure that out later. You can hand off other accessories to people
Your
who are
Earth
doing
Nation's
something like
Flavor Flav. Who cares, right?
that. Earth Nation's Flavor Flav.
Oh man, how am I supposed to accessorize for this party we're going to?
Oh, Rue. Heads up.
Oh.
Rue, you get tossed what appears to be a large water skin.
Finally.
You find that you have your military water skin. With this, let me look at your current one. That one only gives 5 max. Yeah, this is double for you.
Great.
This is a 10 max water skin.
And Luca can, I guess Luca's got enough for, I guess it's more than enough, right?
Yeah. Because both
not hurting.
Luca
Not hurting for nothing.
has 7 max and 5 max. This would technically give you. This is the biggest water skin you guys have seen.
Right. Okay, yeah. So, yeah, he's got 15 and Luca's got 17. All right, so yeah. So like what? He's got 2 more than Luca. So that's not. All right, yeah, so they're about on equal playing field.
Yeah.
Need a burrito.
Let me go ahead and it's gonna make it in the thing as well.
Scrape as much snow as you can, I guess.
Water skin. 10 max. There we go. And we can change its color. I'm gonna change it to this one. Bam.
Good.
Right.
But yeah, you guys see Akira has brought those things out. Does anybody else want to share what they have found whenever they were doing anything?
We found these. He'll show the Air Nomad Greaves and the Air Nation Long Spear.
Oh
Okay,
shit!
You guys beat up an Aeronomab? What the fuck?
Air Nation long spear?
Yeah.
Air Nation agrees.
It appears
Here
to
I
be
thought they were
a
a bunch of pacifist
spear
hippies.
completely made out of wood with
No,
a
no.
wooden spearhead.
No, they're
Well,
not.
at least you can find metal
No, they're not
members
pacifist,
and then
Dad.
break it off their metal chests.
Did Rue also not tell you about the cult of Air Nation people who starved and emaciated a child and then beheaded her in front of the Avatar? That was me.
Oh my god.
I gave
I
you the
don't-
Cliff notes.
That's pretty fucking metal right there.
Jin's face just goes just drops. Like his jaw drops.
He's been.
And he just
talking
looks at
about
Rue.
Now you guys all know that Mei Li technically fucking died or something before this. And if Mei Li went into excruciating detail, Luca, you know that apparently the Avatar used like blood healing to bring her back.
Wait.
Yeah, we were
I mentioned
somewhat told this, but the details are.
Yeah, there's more like
Devil's in the-
excruciating detail now. Yeah.
The
I
devil
have
was in
to
the I just thought, never mind.
I have to.
Mhm.
No,
Go
you
on.
go first.
It's the devil's in the details. But I'm not mad. Not even disappointed. I just feel even more justified in in that entire mansion going up in smoke.
I have to assume that was a through and through stab because healing an organ with blood healing. That sounds
It was.
that sounds terrifying.
It was reattaching my head to my body.
That's
I think I got a headache.
Yeah, so did I.
Yeah, sure.
According to the excruciating detail that Mei Li went into with Luca, apparently whenever they had watched the vision of it as well, the Avatar had waited there holding on to Mei Li's head for like several hours before he was done doing the blood healing.
Yeah.
Fuck.
And then, he
Getting
brought,
back-
and then he brought me to Baba, and I lived happily ever after until I left and joined a dance troupe of whores.
Happily ever after, like a fairy tale.
Yeah, with more horrors.
Or just about as much horror as you expect from a fairy tale.
And
Here,
who
let
was
us all
it
sit
that-
by the campfire since Rue just missed over all the fun parts of my tragic backstory.
And
To
who
be
was
fair,
the
only
one
one who can
uh,
tell it is you.
So back to the important stuff. What did everybody else find?
Money! I found we found money.
Oh, good.
Cool. Okay, you found money. And what were the other objects? There was a long spear and there was what else? I'm just
We
We-
also. Oh, sorry.
What else did you find?
We also found this paperwork of what looks like a baby Corao. Oh, she holds up the portrait to his face. And some papers for his scales and stuff. So it looks like it wasn't that they were protecting themselves from him. They were trying to hunt him.
You see again, just like a glare come from him. He likes doing that a lot.
Yeah.
He just
Yeah,
seems
like
to
his
glare
soul.
toward the paper. I can't read that. What does it say?
Okay. So I shall read here.
Oh no.
I shall read here, and you can follow after me and recognize the words. So this says here, by decree of the city of Ba Sing Se, kill the Karao and we'll pay you.
I feel like you're skipping over detail.
She is, but that's the gist of it.
Okay, fine.
looking over her as Mei Li reads everything that is here. You would
No, she just
also
reads it.
find Jin, that two people have signed off on this. Apparently, the people that have signed off on it were the Earth King as well as the leader of the Dai Li, as you recognize his name.
Oh, bastard signed off. How long has he been in charge?
This has to have been.
long fucking-
This has
Long
to have been
enough.
at least over a year ago, because you guys know that you guys showed up here about a year ago, and a month or so before that was whenever he had gotten rid of everybody on the mountain. So this had to have been several weeks or months before that. So at least 2 to 3 years.
It's okay. I have an amazing idea. You see, this money we found was probably a partial award of what they could hunt from the Karao, and it's really easy. We'll just ask Grandpa the Earth King to give us a special special reprimand money and allow us to hold our wedding in the palace.
You know he's locked up in a lake.
Yeah, once we
gotta-
save him. That's what we're doing, right? We're saving the Earth King.
Of course we are, and we may or may not have to beat the shit out of his grandson, maybe.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah.
The point is, as long as he's alive and still the Earth King, I can have my wedding in the palace. And wouldn't that be the biggest up theirs to them?
And you said that this picture is someone that I should know?
I don't know, it kind of looks like you a little bit. Does it ring any bells? It kind of looks like Colin. But, like, you're not Colin.
Oh, Colin. Colin. The little Urshin from Mutaku?
No, yeah, the little guy?
Yeah.
The really little guy from, like, episode 3?
Yeah.
No, I know. Jin's just like doing that bit. I know who it is.
I see. I suppose we did find you then.
I've
You ever
never
had kids,
brought any
Ferraro?
I've never brought any recollection of myself getting with any humans.
When was your last massive party with humans? Fully wasted on cactus juice again, I see.
This entire mountain is a part of me, or at least it was. Perhaps there was some other sort of way this had happened, but I do not...
Maybe you laid an egg and forgot about it.
Perhaps it was because of the ones who originally stole my treasure all those years ago. The ones who brought it to the base of the mountain. Perhaps he is a descendant of one of them.
Wait, so because they took your little egg thing,
I do not
one of their
know
kids.
what exactly they would have done with it. I do not know exactly what has gone on from it, but that egg is the only thing that is of my own flesh and blood that would not have been with me at the time. The scales, they would not allow for something such as new life to be born that is only from myself or from my egg.
I touched that egg. Am I gonna get white hair and scales? I have at least 10 more years before I start graying. I don't avoid that.
Interesting.
Don't say interesting to that. No, I'm actually worried.
Not to that, to this picture. Perhaps it's something I should look into. If he is like my scales, if he is like my scales and share my blood, then I should be able. You see him close his eyes, and you guys remember that whenever he was separated from parts of his body before, he was able to sense where they were. He knew, for example, he knew for a fact all of his scales that were taken from him were in Ba Sing Se. As he closes his eyes and concentrates on the picture, you see the picture as well as himself like begin to somewhat give off a bit of a glow. Upon doing so, that walled city.
Which one? The big one or the small one? It looks like the big one.
There's a small one.
This is gonna be fun. I don't think Colin went to Ba Sing Se. Did he?
Last time you saw Colin, it was a freaking over a year ago.
We left him with Fiona, and I don't think we ever saw him again after that.
Been like a year, hasn't it?
And he was with Fiona unless Fiona ate him.
Yeah,
Fiona ate him.
The last time I had contact with her, something was happening over there.
Great. I gotta look for an old man and a little kid. Yeah. Oh well.
Interesting. It appears that I am somewhat personally invested in whatever is happening in that city then with you. I suppose I can help you. Though without any connection to this place now, since I've given it over to Golem. You will find that any help that I do give you will be, unfortunately, very minor.
That's fine. You can pick up the slack. Speaking of, we did help another spirit, kind of, sort of, in a way. Summer might finally come back to this place, or at least a part of it, for a little bit.
I relinquished my hold of this place over to the Golem, the spirit of the summer that is trapped upon this mountain. And in return, it seems to have given those two a small amount of pure platinum that resided deep inside this mountain's caves.
It would be phenomenal. It's a metal that can't be bent. It's a piece of metal.
That might be pretty interesting to show to those down below.
It's a new weapon. Use it against the Daily. Whether for Ichibei or if we want to get that absolutely ridiculous wooden arrow, like spear tip off that thing. Come on.
Yeah, just rip off the let's turn this this spear that is also very weird Weisler spear of the air man. Let's just put a platinum spearhead on it too. Fuck it. We're gonna make people bleed.
As far as Jin's aware, this fucking wood spear is useless without a real tip.
I mean, shit, I can probably use it. You think I couldn't use it? Flaming spear, right there.
Just burn it up.
The wood that'll burn the fuck off.
Well, that's why you don't keep it burning for too long. You gotta think, big brain it.
Speaking of thinking, are any of you going to? Well, I find myself rather comfortable here, and I know that he looks over to Meili, my bride, would find herself very comfortable here as well. That being said, the rest of you and your bison might not find it very hospitable here on top of my mountain. The mountain.
That's gonna get hard for you, isn't it?
So
Jim's just loving it.
I mean, as lovely and as great as the mountain is, I'm not sure too much about its real estate.
I know of several settlements around the base of this mountain we could potentially make our way to.
Free real estate.
It would be somewhat of a collecting ourselves in the dead of night at those places, but I believe that if your bison are fast enough, as you seem to claim they are, we could find our way toward one of them.
Yeah, sure, let's race the sun. I'm down for that. Besides, Meili's back. The other places are going to be so ecstatic. I think. It's hard to tell what they're thinking.
Animals love me.
Look, they don't. So yeah, I've never heard them so excited before.
Wrong animal.
You guys want to try to make your way to the bison with all of your new goodies in tow?
Yes.
Yeah, sure.
As you guys start to make your way over to the bison, you guys note that all of the lemurs also start walking over toward the bison.
Oh, they actually are.
Yeah. Ruin
Right?
time.
Why did you think I was lying?
I didn't think you were lying.
Also, if the corral leaves and this place becomes as desolate as he says it's gonna be, they've got to find a new home.
With
No.
Golem,
That is probably with us.
with Golem
No,
returning
we are a flying lemur circus troupe now.
with Golem returning his own influence to this place, it will eventually return to some kind of normal, I think. However, these lemurs will most likely not be benefiting from that.
Nope.
We teach them how to play mahjong and continue our rows of being a traveling mahjong.
Do you want to teach them mahjong, YouTube?
I don't fucking play mahjong, Melee.
I play mahjong.
You're right.
Alright.
You've always been better at Pie Show.
All right, fine. Then they can all come, but you're cleaning up after all of them.
Oh, okay. We'll just tell them to shit somewhere else. Come on, guys!
What the fuck? Well, it's on the shit.
Gonna get rid of this meteor munch because that was used to give to them. However, you guys see that some of them land on the bison. Some of them, as soon as the bison start to kick up, just start taking to the skies with them. As you guys start taking off from the area on top of the mountain, the bison seeming very happy to leave this place because they do not like not being able to breathe.
Yes.
Yeah, I imagine.
As they start making their way down the mountains, heading off toward the next destination for all of you, potentially closer to the walled city, maybe even close enough to have a bit of a stop off and check up on your good friend, the Night Mother. I think as you guys start making your way down from the mountain, we're going to be ending things off there for the night.
Isn't it great? The night sky, Bao, you, me, and
Lemur
26
shitting off this.
lemurs.
Hey, you two should kiss.
Oh my God.
He is here from the back. Get out of the back!
You just see as everything is up in the air as well. Like Yuki is off on your bison with you, Melee, and you guys just look over. You see the Karao just still like holding on to Kometu, looking at him.
Do you want to keep him?
He just seems to be holding him, just like, I'm keeping him warm.
Like this, stuffs him in his shirt.
You do it like this.
Suffocates his dumb.
I'm keeping him warm. Aren't you cold-blooded?
Shut up.
I'm keeping him warm.
It seems as if the Karao and Kometu have hit it off. The dragon and the tiny frog squirrel.
I just imagine it's like the crowd looks at it and then Kometu blinks out of sync and it's like, yes.
Aren't you a glorified lizard?
As you guys will be making your way down, we'll see where we end up going next time. Because as we know, there are several things you guys could do before making your way to the walled city. One of them being going over and breaking that rock for the Night Mother is just like, do it, you fucks. But that's up to you guys. You don't have to.
Might as well.
Oh, we know we don't have to.
We know we don't have to.
We fucking know.
But
You might as
why do you
well
think we
though. It's on the
haven't-
way.
I mean, now especially since you guys have taken care of the curse that is not only the curse that was on Luca, but also the curse that was on Melee. They really have
also
no
the curse
leverage.
that was on me.
They literally,
Yeah.
they really don't have much leverage on you guys anymore.
Now they just say please and they mean it.
Jin still has his blessing, though it's never ever once come into play. Like, we've never been jumped at night. Like,
Oh, I did not know you had a blessing.
I still got mine.
I did not know you had one.
We all got one. We were all there.
But yeah, the big thing with yours,
Yes!
Jin. The big
just
thing with
kidding.
yours, Jin.
I'm
The
just
fear of
kidding.
night. While you're holding it at night, the user is able to make survival check against the diligence check. Sneak attack made on them once per day. They avoid being taken by surprise. Yada yada yada. The main thing with this was if you guys pissed off a bunch of ninjas. This is really good against, for example, this is really good
Oni.
against Oni.
Yeah.
But you guys have tried being nice with the Oni so far.
What I'm hearing
I'm
is
sure there's going to be ambushes in the desert.
what I'm
There is
hearing
like
is you can
an
try to
advocate.
what I'm hearing is you can try to counter me if I decide to become evil.
It's actually very funny. I can assume that one of the biggest things that would actually save Jin from someone like Ichibei is that. It's just the idea of just freaking Ichibei jumping out of nowhere, just this fear of night giving him that slight edge. He rolls he rolls a survival, gets high enough, he just twists around and grabs Ichibei's wrist.
Hey, you want to see a trick I learned?
You can't do. You can't. That was my goal the whole time. You can't do this to me. How can I learn break wrists if my wrists are broken?
I can only learn mend wrist now.
You learn a healing spell.
Oh, I'm here.
I'm here, guys.
Heal wrist. That's not what I want.
Heal wrist.
Every time I try to break someone's wrist, I fix their arthritis.
See what heal wrist actually does.
I steal things.
What heal wrist
Why do you
actually
still have
does is,
that
as long
wrist?
as you put it in a cast and you don't move it around for around 3 months, it heals.
What? Why do we still have that prisoner? Can I see if I still know breakneck?
You're not doing anything to the prisoner.
We're not gonna break her neck yet.
At all.
I will say, Mei Li, one thing that you do know now that you have cold winds, you know that the other airbender here, you know that Lon is actually pretty good at temperature
opposite.
stuff with when it comes to he actually is both. His entire thing is manipulating temperature with his airbending. So you potentially could talk to him about some things like that and see what's going down.
Orange now. Okay.
But
If
yeah,
you could cool shit off, why did you let me have a heat stroke 13 times?
because it was
In
your
a
training.
row.
It was your training.
Fuck you anyway.
You had to.
But yeah, with all of this going down, my dudes, we are close to potentially making our way back to Ba Sing Se and seeing what is going to happen there. Once you guys show up and potentially make your way to Lake Laogai, it turns out they might have another someone that you guys know about at least a little bit. They may have one of the people that had like the mysterious past from the beginning. You guys didn't want to bring with you and gave to a tiger instead.
Here, here's your new mom. Have fun.
But
I
yeah.
already have 2 kids. I can't have a third. Fuck out of here.
You just see like the Karao like look to him. You just see superimposed over top of his face is just another frog squirrel. Grabs onto him. This one is mine.
Not babysitting. He's your problem.
Mei Li, I'm keeping it.
Okay.
The owner shows up. No, that is my brood now. I'm keeping it. We're all one big happy boreal family.
See, Mei Li, this is why you don't have to go. You don't go after people that already have kids. It's a mess.
I didn't know. He never told me.
Exactly. That's how they get you.
I didn't know either. No one ever told me.
Exactly. That's how they get. Wait. Not for you.
But yeah, with that being said, my dudes, we're going to go ahead and end the recording. Thank you guys very much for hanging out with us. We'll stick around for a couple of minutes at the end just to, film and get some stuff together and like send people off once the recording is over. But until next week, my guys, later days.
Boy.
Bye.
Bye.